Play this music. Going live.
People are like, dude, I hit him my legs are full circle. All right. Thank you for joining us here on the Revenge of the Average Joe's Nuggets Watch Party. Kyle Poland, Ryan Poland, Matt Dietz over there, Danger Dietz, if you will. We are going to be breaking it down for you. We've got about 5 minutes, a little bit longer until tip here. So I want to jump right into it. Guys, if you're joining us for the first time on one of these live watch things, we've been doing this since football. Since football, we've been watching these and trying to get a Nuggets game, Avs games, really getting them revved up for the playoffs, and just think it's a fun way to watch the game with you guys, and then any live betting questions you guys have. As we've often talked about on the podcast, that's one of our more profitable areas, is live betting there. So let's get into it here, the basics. The Nuggets are favored by 7 points here. On FanDuel, it is minus 106 there, so clearly more people betting on the Kings. Remembering the Nuggets are in a 4 games in 5 day stretch. Sure, they've had a day of rest, but they had to travel here. No Sabonis for the Kings, as he made contact with an official in New York during their 17-point loss there. So do we like anything on the overall spread? Dietz, I'll start with you. You've been on fire. We've been posting your picks on Twitter. You've been cleaning up.
Someone's picks on Twitter. So,
we know who they are.
A lucky follower or perhaps contributor to the podcast.
Could be.
We'll also talk a little bit about different odds between sites. He mentioned -7 there on FanDuel. I see him as -6.5 on Caesars.
Yeah, it's definitely going to drop because it's minus
DraftKings has 6.5 as well.
6.5. Okay. Yeah, always do your shopping around. That might not seem like a huge difference, but if they win by 7, on my side I win. On your side they lose.
I push. Yeah,
you push. There you go. Which I count as a loss. A tie is a loss. Absolutely.
Play to win, baby.
I don't love the spread early on, but I do. Are we talking best bets? Or are we just going spread?
I just want to get the basic stuff out there to the people and see if we like any of it. Remembering that Devin Reed, Austin Rivers, Monte Morris are starting. No Barton. Davon Reed, sorry. And then Aaron Gordon and Jokic, of course. You've got Alex Len, Justin Holiday, De'Aaron Fox, Trey Lyles, and Harrison Barnes. For some reason, Harrison Barnes always plays well against the Nuggets. I can't explain it, but it is what it is. I agree with you guys. I don't trust the -7 for the Nuggets, but I don't like the Kings in the way that they've been playing well enough. We talked about how they're coming off of a 17-point blowout loss to a Knicks team that is not playing well.
It's a perfect game to bet live for that exact reason.
Yeah.
Don't like the initial line, doesn't mean that we're not going to bet the game. I do want to talk about my best bet for the game just because it's a first quarter prop.
Yes.
And we only have 2 or 3 minutes here.
Yes. Get in there. What do you got?
I want the feedback. We took advantage of this on, what was that, Sunday night? With the Golden State Warriors. Nuggets first quarter line. It's -2 right now, so all they have to do is win by 2. Or
it's a mortgage bet.
It was against the Warriors when they won that quarter by 10.
Yes.
I like that they don't have Sabonis for the Kings, and then Jokic is going to play
Sabonis.
Sabonis the penis. Maybe that's why I say that. I love that Jokic will be playing a majority of the quarter, and then we're getting a weaker Kings bench. I love the trade-off. Sabonis for Will Barton. Davon Reed. Sabonis the penis. Thoughts and reactions, Ryan. Or Kyle, sorry.
I like the -2.5 there.
It's a mortgage bet.
-2?
Yeah.
It's a mortgage bet.
Yeah, it's -2.5 right now on FanDuel.
Okay.
Does that affect you guys?
I mean,
maybe.
That's a big difference.
Yes. Absolutely. I wasn't asking it sarcastically. I was genuinely.
I mean, I would still take 2.5 if it was the only number I could find. I still like it. But
I might wait if it's 2.5. I might get it live.
And then the first half spread is -4.5. Do we trust this Nuggets team there? You're going to get to close. I think we've talked about the rhythm of this. You're just going to get a much better number than that, most likely, at some point during this second quarter. Either our starters are going to come out flat, as was the case in the OKC game, or the bench is going to have no shooting, and they're going to play poorly. And you're going to be able to get this probably Nuggets money line at plus odds at some point during this first half for halftime. And so that's where
Nuggets money line is not going to be plus odds.
I don't know.
for the half. I'm saying just for the half, because if they get down 10 at the first quarter, you can take it right then.
We're
and
only
it'll be
favored
plus.
by 6.
Yes.
This isn't like the Warriors. Something to consider, though. I wonder how much money's wagered on this game. Whereas that Warriors game, there's probably a ton of money on the Warriors regardless.
Yep.
The line will move quickly.
Ryan, you talked about this potentially combining some of these, but I wanted to ask you about Austin Rivers in the starting lineup. He is a guy who has been shooting better, and then also now he gets the Jokic minutes, which if you're a shooter, those are huge for you. Also, are we surprised that it's Reed and not Forbes?
No, not after the game Reed had the other night.
Right.
Yeah.
He
4
played
for 5
and
from 3
and
to 5 from
there
6.
was an article in the Denver Post about how he was, in the gym all the time, and Jokic and Malone have noticed
His work.
and so he's getting, even though he's not playing, he's putting in a lot of work, and I think they saw it the other night, and I think they're going to continue to reward it if they can. But
Also, with no Bones tonight with an injury, I think you probably need some shooting off the bench in some way, shape, or
he
form.
can guard a bunch of people. Like
Yeah.
he's a really good defender.
Yeah,
and he tries very hard on that end. Like
Yeah.
when he's not good, he's still trying hard. It's not an effort thing.
Talk about defensive matchups. Is Aaron Gordon then going on Fox, or are we putting?
No, that's going to be Austin Rivers. Okay. That's why Austin is in the starting lineup. Remember, Austin has gotten the 3 for 3 against the Warriors with the defensive player chain that they give out. And also don't forget, De'Aaron Fox crushed them the last time these teams played.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
It's definitely a tough matchup there for them. So because of that, and because of our starting lineup and how we're switching that up, I would say the last thing I'll put in there before this game is I'm going into this. I'm taking under 25.5 for De'Aaron Fox. That's minus 102.
Wow.
Like I said, he went off the last time. I mean, he put up a lot. But I think that with the team that we're putting out there, we're basically everyone besides Jokic is switchable. And if you put Alex Len in pick and roll, that's fine.
I mean, we'll see.
Who's going to score without Sabinas the penis?
That's a great question, dude. And one that they're really going to have to ponder tonight. I had a DraftKings boosted. You could do a pregame live or a pregame same game parlay.
Yeah, what did you throw in there?
So I tailed Deets on the -2 first quarter.
Okay.
Yep.
Makes me feel better.
And I got under 16.5 for Monte and over 9 for Austin Rivers. And it's plus 130 if you just take those. I got it up to plus 172 with the boost. So Monte is a great scorer, but I just see him distributing tonight. I don't see him scoring. And a lot of his scoring comes off of Jokic in that pick and roll, and I think they're just gonna send Jokic to the post. Like nobody can guard him on this Kings team, and they're gonna try to rest Jokic as much as possible on the front end of the back-to-back. So
Correct.
I could see him and Jokic having limited minutes, and that's why you don't see any Jokic or overs on the card for those two.
Yeah. I was going to ask you guys about the over/under here too. I believe it's 238.5 for this. Obviously, or 239.5. Obviously, they know that the Kings gave up 132 points. But I do think that the Nuggets, there's a chance that this is a rough shooting night for this team, who shot the 3 well 2 games in a row, and it usually doesn't happen 3 games in a row for this cast. So I would lean under there. I'm not taking anything pregame, but doesn't that seem a little high to you guys with the pace that the Nuggets are probably going to try to play this at?
Something I want to add off that. So they had 2 good shooting games in a row. This one we're not expecting the same. Jokic, no for triple-double. It's minus 105.
Wow.
To get a triple-double, it's minus 110. He's favored to get one.
Yeah, the problem
Jeez,
is he
that's
can get
unreal.
1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he could easily have a triple-double that's like 10, 12, and 10.
And usually he gets them in bunches. He's had one the last 2 nights. But he's had
I like
19 for
that
the
no
year.
bet. I'm not trying to talk you out of it. I like that no bet.
Yeah, I think like you said, they are going to try their best to. If I was Malone, there was something that my high school coach would say when we were playing this.
Dick
When we were
Cotty.
playing, no,
What
it
a
was Coach
legend.
Van.
What a legend.
He would say when we were playing a team that was terrible, he would say, "Hey, like you guys are going to get to play your normal in the first half, and you shouldn't have to play in the second. Like the moment they score in the second half, you're coming out." And that's how this team, I hope, approaches this game is, hey, let's bury these guys early, rest up, and try to sweep this series. Because if this is a close game tonight, you're probably, similar to how the Warriors threw one, you're probably just throwing that Warriors game. You almost have to. Also, Utah and Portland is tipping off on ESPN. We have that one up on a monitor here as well. Here
In the studio.
Any thoughts on that one? Portland the wheels have come off since Nurkic has come out. That there's some cute Anthony Simons games right after the All-Star break, and I can't remember if it was on the podcast or in private. But Ryan and I had the conversation of, hey, they're not this good. The wheels are going to come off on this. And come off they have. They got beat by 40 against the T-Wolves, and then they got smoked by the Lakers? I don't know. Someone else not great.
Jazz are at home.
Yes, the
National
Jazz are at
TV.
home. The spread is 20.5
Oh, wow. Okay.
on that one.
19.5 on DraftKings.
Yes. So we'll be keeping an eye on that as well, and we'll let you know if we see any betting opportunities. Of course, we encourage you all to.
Trailblazers fans over here. Big Trailblazers fans.
Oh, okay.
I've
Of
got
course,
that-
we're
I've
watching
got
that.
that Northwest Division bet, so I'm. A
Oh,
big
that's true.
Trailblazer
That's true.
fan.
Yes, for the Nuggets, that would be.
Of Nuggets to win their division.
Yeah, that would be great.
Not a lot of money, but if they win, they'll win a lot because the odds are great.
Yes, exactly.
This would be a huge swing if the Nuggets could pull this game out and the Jazz would win. I think it would be a half game pack.
The Jazz's tough stretch isn't for like 2 or 3 more games.
The only thing is the Nuggets, their next 6 are not fun either. We have, obviously we're in Philly. We have the Warriors tomorrow night. I believe we have Atlanta. I'll find it.
I can tell you right now, baby.
Yeah, but it's a...
So we go Warriors, Raptors, 76ers, Wizards, Cavs. I don't know what we're talking about so far. Celtics. Then it gets a little tough. Celtics, Clippers, Celtics.
What do you mean? The Cavs are a top 4 seed. The Phillies a top 4
They've
seed.
been playing
Raptors are a playoff
Warriors.
team. The Warriors are a top 4
The
seed.
Wizards are bad.
The Wizards are bad. No, I agree with that.
The Cavs are fine. They have not been playing that well recently.
We saw them. I'll tell you, we saw them here in Denver, and
The Celtics
they
are good.
choked
the
us
Clippers
out.
are fine. The Suns are fine, but all those games are at home.
For sure. I'm just saying we don't get to play the Kings 3 more times.
Yeah.
I do want to call out.
All those
Hornets,
teams are better.
Pacers, Wolves, Lakers, Spurs, Grizzlies, Lakers. That's the last
Stretch. That's where we'll play well. I do want to call out on our podcast, last one we did before live streaming. We walked through the Nuggets post All-Star break schedule. We said they'd go 5-1. They started 5-1.
Yeah.
They didn't drop the game we thought they would.
No.
But we've made a lot of money just betting that.
It was hard to predict OKC was going to be the game that they lost.
And big.
Yeah. That was a tough one. But
Not just
all
for
right.
them.
Yeah. All right. So before this game kicks off, I also want to. We'll have time throughout, but Russell Wilson, he's a Denver Bronco. It's pretty exciting stuff here.
Are you
I was
excited as a Broncos fan?
So I was really excited. I was like, "Oh my gosh, Russell Wilson, let's go!" And then I've listened to a lot of national podcasts, and it appears that everyone thinks that Russell is washed now, and like there's very real concerns about him and stuff. So now I'm kind of on the fence. I still think you have to make the deal. I don't think they gave up too much. I think that even the worst version of Russell Wilson is better than Drew Lock, and probably
Is that
Malik
the bar?
Willis or Kenny Pickett or
Is that the ball?
Mitchell
That is the
Trubisky.
bar.
Yes,
Our current quarterback.
right. Like Trubisky, any of those guys.
I'm just so
I think
happy
it's
to be
better.
a Dolphins fan now and
Yeah.
not have to worry about my quarterback.
Oh, I think you're going to be worried about that quarterback.
Yeah.
But so that's kind of the fray. I wanted to kind of go around though. Matt, how'd you feel about the news now that it's soaked in? The odds have definitely gone down for the Broncos. Their Super Bowl odds, they're the fifth highest or fifth best odds to win the Super Bowl now. So what are kind of your initial thoughts here?
I didn't think it would affect my mood, but all day I've just had a little bit of hope for no reason. I'm just a little excited, just pleasant thoughts in my head, like, oh yeah, Broncos got Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
I have a reason to watch their games on Sundays again. I had no reason the last 5 years. Of course, I still did, but man, it was painful. We
Yeah.
paid our dues. Be excited for this, Broncos fans. Not because we're going to be amazing, but because you have hope again.
Yeah.
We might go 9-8, but it's going to be a fun 9-8.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to score more than 14 points a game.
Yeah,
Like,
it'll be more fun to bet.
oh,
We're not
honestly,
betting the under on every game.
like,
yeah.
I'm trying really hard not to be a Broncos fan, but like I still am on some level.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's like I was not that excited about Russell Wilson. He was sort of like I think I came on the podcast and said I would like a lot of people above Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
That was controversial to some, but I just don't.
That's
The
what
only
we're
hope
doing.
that I have is that he is really, really, really good at improvising and doing fun shit on offense.
Yeah.
And I think that coach wants to do some fun shit on offense. And like everybody wanted Russ to cook all the time. And Jesus. All right, well maybe you should have taken Jokic overs.
Alex Len
It's
is
gonna be a
in
tough night.
trouble.
It's gonna be a tough night. He won me a fantasy league one year. but
I believe in
It's
that.
gonna be rough.
Yeah.
Is Gordon just too big to cover?
Yeah, that's
Fox?
Austin Rivers there. Well, I mean,
Or is he
Fox
too
is,
slow?
I was going to say, yeah. Fox is like
Fox is way
still one of the fastest.
Get in there, kiddo. Great.
That's one of the fastest.
Be a sportsman. Be a sportsman, Kings.
Yeah. Harrison Barnes getting away with fouling Nuggets. Sounds correct.
Wow. What a
Jeez.
play.
Yeah, that was unreal.
Okay. Oh, did they not give it to him?
I just don't think the scoreboard's updated, is my thought. But
Jokic giving up the offensive rebound. Classic Jokic.
is it classic Jokic?
Can't box that.
Classic Harrison Barnes.
Yeah.
Who didn't give that to us?
Very weird. I have no idea what the maybe he stepped on the
Maybe they
line.
called it out.
Travel?
Well, they called Trey Lyles. They said, "You're no Harrison Barnes. You're not allowed to put two hands in his back on the baseline."
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Holy shit. The offensive play that Portland just ran was one of the most heinous things I think I've seen done on an NBA court.
oh man.
I mean, can we rewind? That is like, it's truly shocking. It's like watching a car accident.
Oh, good board.
Woo! There we go.
Hoping for a 10-point cushion when Jokic goes out, then I'll feel good about our -2 bet.
Yeah.
Okay, watch this. Oh no, I went back too far. That was terrible too, but that's not the one I was talking about.
Just a little ISO.
Oh, man.
Not a big fan of the ISO ball.
Jokic coming out aggressive. I like to see that a lot.
Here we go. Watch this play.
And
And
they're feeding
then,
Gordon early, which is the key to success. They had a couple of nights ago against.
see, and I don't like
What is going on?
feeding Barnes.
People just running around. Ooh, don't love that.
I don't love just going up against Barnes. Barnes is a pretty tall guy. He's a pretty strong guy. I
He's
wouldn't.
their only good defender. Why would you challenge him?
Well, and I think Good might be a little strong, but
I like Harrison Barnes.
I think he's a
As a player.
very good post-up defender. Like, you're not going to get the same bully ball advantage that you get. I think we're much better off putting Alex Len in a lot of pick and rolls, as you see there. Already, it is Jokic 6, Kings 3. And we've already seen on my De'Aaron Fox under, we've seen De'Aaron Fox miss every shot he's taken.
Good defense, Jokic. I mean, there's no help.
No, but that's the downside. A lot of times people talk about like, oh, let's play 3-guard lineups. Let's, especially when we were struggling early, they're like, let's just get more shooting out there. Well, it's really hard to have the help be Monte Morris, trying to stop Alex Len going to the rim there. Like, Monte was there. He just was not, like, there's nothing he can do against Alex Len, right? Good drive there. I think this is pretty darn good. I just think that as much pick and roll as you can put Alex Len in, there's a reason he's not with the Suns who drafted him third in the year Len was drafted. I know he was drafted entirely too high.
That's wild if it was third.
I don't think I'll check it, but what are kind of, so we were first 4 minutes almost through here. How are you feeling about your first quarter bet? How do you like what you've seen from, or not like what you've seen from the Nuggets so far?
Kings are not shooting well. I don't expect that to continue. They've had some good looks. Nuggets aren't shooting great either, unless your name is Jokic. Seems about as expected, so maybe under long term, but I don't know enough about the game to make any play. It's too soon to be nervous or excited about the -2 bet. Ooh, they called the gamble.
Wow.
Interesting.
Jokic literally just jumped straight up.
Trey Lyles.
Alex Len was drafted 5th in 2013. And that's pretty unreal.
I am interested if Jokic gets a quick second foul. That would be a concern.
Yeah. I think this is the kind of game where you let him just play through that, to be honest. Because, once again, you're going to say, we'll just sit him a little longer in the second quarter or whatever, and I would much rather be off to a good start here.
Mm-hmm. Don't get yourself into a hole. Wow. Jokic.
I mean,
I think he's going to be good, you guys.
guys, I think he's got a chance to make something of himself.
Oof. All right, King's getting some shots, starting to drop them. Don't pull that, Rivers. Get it back to the MVP. Oh, don't dislike that.
There's the hand check.
And one.
It's
Continuation.
I mean, this is...
Does he dunk?
He's going to. This is borderline abuse, what he's doing to Alex Len, by the way. And there's Harrison Barnes hitting him on the wrist yet again.
Just another pick and roll.
Yep. I mean,
Wow.
he is absolutely committing crimes.
Okay.
He might have 50.
In the first quarter.
Play. Oh, come on,
Trey Lyles having a nice night. 4 points.
Former Nugget.
Gotten his season average. He was traded for Donovan Mitchell, if you remember. Part of that trade.
That was truly some Sacramento Kings defense. Like, you're bad. You're playing bad defensively in the NBA when off the first action, like, you just get crushed. As I say that, the Nuggets give up buckets on the first action.
long time out.
Oh, yeah. Malone is pissed.
Looking back on the Donovan Mitchell for Trey Lyles, Tyler Lydon trade, who do we think won that deal?
I think the Jazz maybe got the best end of that.
Or is it too soon to tell?
I mean, I think since Lydon no longer plays basketball in any way, shape, or form, I actually looked it up. I was curious the other day, and he's like doing like coaching clinics and stuff now. Like life comes at you fast.
Software sales on the side.
Like it might be, like he is like out of basketball, and to think he was like a first round pick. So I know that what I take out of that is I hope that our Suns are in the about 6'7", 6'8" range, and you have a pretty good vertical and a good outside shot. And I mean, you say what you want about Tyler Lydon, but that guy at least made a few million. So that's better than most 22-year-olds.
Just have a good tournament run your senior year for a popular white team.
Oh, no, not a senior year. Your freshman year.
Oh.
You gotta try to. The younger you are, the higher you're going.
Was that I thought we took him as a senior.
Lydon?
Yeah.
No, Lydon was young.
Okay.
No. And also, if you don't play any defense, go to Bangkok.
For the zone.
Yeah, like you just hide yourself. Like
Don't go to college. Go to the G League.
that's also probably true. Yeah, come get coached by the Jet.
Isaiah. Or not Isaiah.
Terry. Terry's is the G League coach for the Nuggets. Jason Terry.
Jace, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The Jet.
Whew.
Dan, we didn't get to hear your thoughts. What are your thoughts on Russell Wilson? Are you excited? Or are you not excited?
I'm really excited. I don't care.
Let's go.
Allow yourself to be happy. I know we're nervous as Broncos fans,
Yeah,
but you got to be vulnerable to be happy, you know?
that's true.
No, you don't. You can just become a Dolphins fan.
And cheer for a team that intentionally loses.
Yeah. There's no expectations. It's a beautiful thing. There's expectations to being a Broncos fan.
Oh.
I want us to win. I know what it's like to win. As a Dolphins fan,
Haven't won a playoff
I've
game in
never
over
won.
20 years.
I've never won.
When's the last time? Oh, they made the playoffs a couple years ago, or no? They were 10-6 and they missed.
Wow, that's weird. I don't think they just showed at the game. If you're watching Altitude One with us, then Sabonis got teed against the Knicks, and we showed it. He makes a little contact. He gets thrown out of the game, whatever. But the Kings' actual organization released the tweet that said, "We disagree with the NBA's decision." You don't often see teams like with their public Twitter feud with the league.
Oh, you got Jokic.
Yeah.
This match.
They have 10 followers.
Oh, wow.
They're trying to get followers.
Oh, listen, I think everyone who likes basketball follows the Kings. You never know what those guys are going to do.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They
Take Luka? Probably not. We have De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, they could have Luka and Luke Walton, man. What pair?
And then they have Halliburton, and they go, we got to trade him. We have De'Aaron Fox.
Well, once you
kids-
set the De'Aaron Fox value at Luka, you can't trade him.
Can't get out of there, huh? Wow,
Oh, they
Devin
made
Reed.
that.
Let's
2-2.
go, baby.
Coming in strong, baby.
This is a hard matchup for him down there.
Oh, he played that pretty well.
Yeah, played it great. But Trey Lyles is just a little bit too big for him.
Yeah.
Portland's hanging in. It's 9-2. 9-4, as I say that.
Yeah, going on a little run here.
And what?
And one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
All right, a little
Yep.
run here would be great.
I mean,
The Kings won't keep hitting threes the way they have been throughout the game.
if they want to have a contest between Jokic in the post versus Trey Lyles in the post, I am more than willing. I say let's dance.
That's a battle you engage in.
Yeah.
Lyles with 6 early. I don't know.
I mean, I think this is going to be okay. I get he had a 32-point triple-double against Warriors, but could I see his stats now?
Yeah. He's got to have 12, right?
I think so. I was going to say, I think he might have like 13 points of our 21.
Davon Reed's got 5. Monte Morris has 2. I think he
I
might
can
have
answer
14.
this question. He has 13.
Yeah.
He's 6 of 7 and has 5 rebounds.
Good D, Gordon.
That's where Gordon is an even better defender than Jeremy Grant.
Monte has 6.
Let's go,
Yeah,
Monte.
he just did that. There we go.
Feeling a little better about the -2.
Yeah, 7. I mean, that's a easy assist for Jokic, by the way. And that's another thing this year that he's gotten so good at like pushing off of makes that it's another just level of offense, I guess.
Yeah. Oof, all right. I love it when players get it back to you. Oh, fuck.
That's not it. I just think that's the other thing that you're seeing is
Oh my God.
Great comeback.
Good defense,
Yeah.
Nick.
you're seeing that it's hard to put. Yeah, I mean that's a point guard for all intents and purposes with your center, and it was fine.
He hit a good shot. Oh, now
You're seeing now that the
Oh my God.
we missed. You're seeing that they're making the Nuggets make an extra pass on that, and with that, a lot of times it's Devin Reed having to be a decision maker and having to be, someone who cuts or creates something, and that's not a great role for him right now, right?
Great pass.
Yep.
He is cooking tonight.
Yeah. The also, I mean, King's scoring pretty quickly here. It'll be really interesting to see when the benches come in, because the Nuggets are weirdly going to get bigger, I feel like, tonight when they're...
Trey Lyles finally with a miss.
Yeah.
Can't count on those, but we'll take them when we get them.
Hey, Matt. Scoot
My
towards
God.
Kyle a little bit.
He does not give a shit.
Oh, thank you, Dan.
Man, this is quite the game. If Jokic wanted to fight all of his teammates, he doesn't, because that's not who he is. But if after watching this first quarter, if he wanted to fight all of them, for making him continue to play hard,
Get the fuck out.
Bones is hurt.
Oh,
You're gonna see a lot of Faku, my friend.
crap. Should I hedge? That's a genuine question.
No, we're fine.
He's got the most minus in the league for a reason.
Listen, we're all right. We're gonna get
Ooh, and
Jamaican
he's on
here. We got
Fox.
Brent.
Jokic isn't coming out.
Yeah, we're fine.
He's only -2 with Jokic, which means that's 4. We're fine. We got 2. This is where that 2.5 really bites you in the ass, though.
Yeah,
Right.
no, we were being genuine.
All right, we'll keep track. Faco's now +1 because he came in during the break there.
I don't think that is.
We're not counting that.
That's not +1. Okay.
Yeah, because the foul occurred before he got in. Yeah.
-2. I'm holding it all against him.
Yeah.
I think if he does lose it for you, you should ask him for the money back.
$2.
You should ask him to Venmo you.
It's not worth it. For the hate I'll get from
Oh, yeah.
Argentina.
Yeah, their fans are pretty.
Oh,
Nice
all
job,
right.
Bryn.
Keep it even.
Very under control.
Don't
There.
cry for me, Argentina.
Yeah, feed Fox. Oh, this is a good matchup for them there. Okay.
We are putting a lot of pressure on Jokic. We are just letting people come in uncontested.
Trey Lyles, another bucket. 8 in the quarter? Might be a career high for a quarter. Oh, 11. That actually might be a career high for a quarter.
That will teach Aaron Gordon to choose to throw it to Faku.
Good pass, Aaron.
Good assist, Jokic. Oh, man. This is unreal.
He Might get a first quarter triple-double if he hadn't taken so many shots. Nice defense. Oh,
God damn it.
Bryn?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Oh.
Lyle's injured. All right. Big win for the Nuggets here. Think about taking them live if you are watching.
We know you are.
He got hit in his Sabinas. And his
Well, if they can't
Bang
score
up.
without Sabinas, they definitely can't score without Sabinas and another Sabinas injury.
yeah. It's Sabinas to the left, Sabinas to the right. It's tough
Jokic
times.
has 15, 6, and
Say
3.
not recorded.
Oh my gosh.
Dan, are we not recording?
We are.
We're not
This is
recording
live.
the squad cast.
Yeah, the squad cast isn't recording. Yeah.
Just saw it.
Yeah.
It's a valid
Good question. Good question.
valid question.
You made me poop.
You're welcome.
Okay. Also, while we're on this Russell Wilson thing, if you have to predict, do the Broncos first? Let's just establish: do the Broncos make the playoffs?
They fucking better.
We're playing a last place schedule again.
Kyle, if
You have
they
Russell.
don't make the playoffs next year,
I'm just
they
saying
are-
there are some people who are like the ceiling is wild card, and so if your ceiling is wild card, there's a world in which it goes a little worse than that, and you
Okay,
don't make it.
But that's not Denver. The ceiling in Denver is not wild card.
Oh, I agree.
Denver fans got Russell Wilson, and they're thinking Super Bowl.
Well,
if
and
you
I'm trying
don't
to help
make the
them.
fucking playoffs,
I'm
next
trying
year,
to help them
Think
You
about
are
so
it.
that they
in
don't
big
throw
trouble.
away their.
We're playing a tough division, though. We're playing the Cardinals. We're playing the Rams.
last place.
We're not playing the Cardinals and the Rams.
We
We
do.
are playing the. Huh?
We play that whole NFC West division. We play the Cardinals.
Oh,
Rams,
oh!
the
I thought you were saying that
Seahawks.
was our division.
That's who we're playing next year.
Yeah, but
Who's
we
the
only
other
have to
team in
play.
that one.
Cardinals,
Cardinals, Rams, Seahawks, and
49ers.
49ers.
yeah.
Right, so
Yeah.
3 tough games there.
Yes, yeah. No, we don't have the NFC East on it, but
The
I'm
Seahawks
saying,
just gave us their team.
yeah,
Should be a win.
yeah.
Should be a
Well,
win.
we also gave
You
them
watched Drew Lock play football last year.
D-Mac on 104.3, shout out for hitting us on Twitter yesterday, did mention that Drew Lock, according to one of his birdies, we said you have to take him as part of the deal. They didn't ask. We said, hey, he has to be included.
That's amazing. I hope that's true.
Well,
I hope Drew Lock is like trying to recreate the DK Metcalf thing and just pops his shirt off in his first meeting with Pete Carroll, and then Pete Carroll finds him. He's like, "Hey man, this is a workplace. You can't just be popping your shirt off."
Detrimental to the team.
Yeah.
all right. Jokic is out.
Okay.
The
And
Blaz-
Gordon's out.
The Blazers are hanging in 23-8.
23-8.
Dude, here's the
Oh,
thing, by the way. Like, ESPN needs to be able to negotiate to flex some of these games. Like,
That's a win for everyone.
yes. Like, it's like Sunday Night Football. It's like, hey, man, like, you know, it's no problem. Like, Portland's been pretty good. Dame has been very good. Like, TV. Like, I'm not saying they were stupid to put this on in the beginning. But it's obviously no one is watching this game. Well, we are because of gambling. But, that would have sealed it right there.
Need
We're in the bonus. Go to the hoop.
I'm
Look at Zeke.
I know.
First
This is what I'm
Zeke
saying.
minutes.
We are getting, like, obviously we have Faku.
Looks like he just
but-
fucked up his knee again. This is
Zeke?
not good. Yeah.
good for him.
He was reaching for it. Yeah.
I think he's just a little loose.
Maybe he's pulling
No.
his brace back
I
down.
don't think it was good.
All right, put Jokic back in for a while.
You talked him into it.
He's staying out there. I don't think he should necessarily, but he looks okay.
Yeah, I think he's all right.
Hopefully it was just a bang.
I think it was also like sometimes. Jeez. Well,
Packers' fault.
We lost.
-2.
we lost track of him. All right, we got to score here. Come on, for Deets.
Or get to the
have,
hoop.
We'll have last shot, hopefully.
What would you have done if Faku would have pulled that 3?
This is what you want. Oh, fuck.
Don't hate the play.
Nope.
No.
Okay. They're gonna
Get
go
a
2 for
stop.
1 though.
Oh, hope for a bad shot. Oh,
Oh no.
Yes.
Let's go.
All right, take the
one?
last
4
shot.
for one?
Take the last shot.
Nah, he's not.
2 for
Anybody else like
1.
two?
Yeah.
Oh, Forbes.
Oh!
Why did he pull that? Well,
He's
I-
wide open.
Yeah.
Okay, it all comes down to this. Faku's slapping the floor up top.
All right.
He's got March Madness.
I think open dunk.
Look at Boogie.
Boogie.
Look at Boogie! He did not get that off.
Doesn't matter.
Let's go!
$2 back, baby. But we are 1 for 1 if you've been following us on the pod.
That's right. Man, that was...
My Austin Rivers bet isn't looking great, if I'm being honest. He's played like hot garbage so far, but we got our fingers crossed.
Yeah, you have to, but yeah, that was a very bad court awareness kind of play. All right, let's look at it now. If you want to get in on
6 and 3 for Jokic.
by the way, if you
6
want to
of
get
8
in on
from
the
the
Jazz
field.
game, they are now minus 26.5. They are up 31-12.
I think there might be some value there. honestly.
Here for the
Imagine how demoralizing this is going to be for the Jazz, though, when Portland
when
comes
they
back.
come back and win.
This could be the end of their season.
That would be the end of their season, I think. All right. I'm going to try to find some futures on the NFL while we wait for this thing to come up live, if someone can keep an eye on that.
Excellent.
So,
You dirty dog, DT.
that was everything you wanted from gambling. All right, so the Broncos, to your point, Ryan, the Broncos, like I said, are just behind the Rams and ahead of the 49ers in Super Bowl odds now. Now, part of that, I think, is reflective of some
Make the
people who thought that
playoffs.
we were going to get Aaron Rodgers. And so I think some of that is inflated a little
Some
bit.
of that money is for sure, but
To win the conference, we somehow have the third best odds in the AFC. By the way, the disrespect for the Bengals is real at the Bucks. The Bengals are the fourth in the AFC.
can you bet them not to make the playoffs?
And I'm trying to see if there's playoffs. It might be a little early for that, but
Yeah, that's way too early, probably.
yeah.
They're not going to do that before free agency.
Yeah.
probably.
To win their division, they are plus 230. We have better odds than the Chargers, and I mean, I don't think they're wrong for us to have better odds than the Raiders. We, as a fan base, have seen what happens when Josh McDaniels goes to your team. Disappointment follows, is the answer there.
Had they gotten Vic Fangio, I wouldn't have felt terrible.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Let's go.
Let's add it to the pod win.
The podcast is crushing on this first quarter. All right.
It's been a good night for the podcast.
Start here the second.
The podcast.
I think you can continue just running pick and rolls, by the way.
I'm looking for Nuggets live line in the second quarter. Right now it's Nuggets -2 for the quarter. Let's watch.
Yeah.
So Sacramento, if they go on a little run while Jokic is out, gonna hammer the Nuggets if we can get that.
I really think that you're gonna be in an okay spot here, but we've got to have Boogie inside.
Oh,
I think Jones is a little bit lighter than Len, and so I think you just want to put it against Boogie inside,
Yeah.
and have that be an okay
set him up ISO.
move.
Good board.
Really good defense there,
Good
and
box out.
like I said, if I'm the team, I'm playing through a Boogie and Forbes pick and roll. I want Najee right where he is. Wow, a quick three from Faku.
Great.
Uh,
Glad he waited about 55 more seconds. Love it.
man,
We're still covering that line.
Oh, did you take second quarter?
Didn't make that mistake again.
so
I wonder if under. No, I'm not doing an under quarter bet. What am I thinking?
I love the degenerate nature, though.
Yeah, you gotta support that. I really think that this team has fine potential. That was a really dumb pass by DiVincenzo. Boogie was going to concede him shooting, and he tried to dump it off.
Oh, don't call that. The refs love to get Boogie on one at the start of the game.
They also love to call charges for no reason.
They also love to call fouls on Boogie.
Yeah.
It's test him early.
Yeah, that doesn't look like a terrible call.
He's just so big. Sometimes I'm like, that's not a foul, except that he's just huge.
Yeah.
Good bluff.
Yes.
Oh, wow. The Rockets are going to beat the Lakers. Oh, wow.
That is amazing.
Guys, this is bad.
Lakers could fall to 10.
The Lakers might not make the playoffs.
Or the
They might not make the play-in. We really need the Blazers to win tonight to keep the... That's crazy. We need the Blazers to win tonight to keep the pressure on the Lakers.
Oh, no.
You didn't think those words would be coming out of your mouth early in the year.
No. That's also... Like, I think the public discourse has switched. And I always thought the play-in tournament was just fine. But now, like, people have taken it too far to where they're like, isn't it nice to have these meaningful games? And I'm like, meaningful for what? Like... Okay, maybe the Blazers can make it in. Maybe the Lakers can make it in. Those teams both suck. Like, they're going to get crushed in the play-in. Like, it's fun because we get a team like the Pelicans, like, who are now playing well.
They
like,
get
with
somebody
McCollum
back from
and, you know what I mean?
make a
Like,
trade.
they're a genuine, I mean, we saw them, obviously, in the overtime game that Jokic went insane.
They were 41
But
out of
they were a really good, they were on a little 4-game winning streak. They're very good with Ingram.
Oof. Shot clock
What are they
expired.
calling?
Oh, Boogie.
Travel, I think.
Interesting. They've done well without Jokic. They're only -1 without him.
Oh, they called him for the elbow. I mean, that's... I don't know. Whatever.
Freedom
I
of
guess.
movement. I don't know.
Off the first action, a backdoor.
The Knicks are beating
And
the
one.
Mavs by 22.
Wow. Okay. I mean, that's great for us if we can
Oh,
somehow
good
not
call.
blow this game.
Knicks are on the road too, right?
I don't know.
Man. That is an outrage. Watching the Jazz reminds me that I think Dwight Howard is my least liked player in the whole league, and then Rudy Gobert is next. Who's your least liked NBA player? Maybe go 1-2, like an MVP and then a runner-up.
I don't
Who'd you
know.
say you
I
really
feel like
dislike?
you could probably answer that question better for me. Like, who do I heckle the most at the games?
I can tell you who your
Mason
MVP is.
Plumlee.
I can't believe that it didn't come out of your mouth first.
What'd he say?
Mason Plumlee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mason Plumlee.
It's got to be
But
fun.
Is.
that's personal.
Exactly. That seems even bigger. It seems.
Well, it was. I don't feel the same way anymore because he's not on my team. I do find it funny that now people are like I sometimes see like House of Highlights or somebody will post a video of Mason Plumlee doing something, and I'm like, my God, I watched that man play basketball.
Oh, yeah.
For so many years, and like, there is never a person whose best highlight and worst highlight are so drastically different.
Oh, yeah.
And I can tell you that in that bell curve of worst highlight to best highlight, it's pretty shifted towards the worst highlight.
Oh, yeah.
Every one out of, even a blind elephant finds a peanut once
Right.
in a while. That's,
Yeah.
Who would you take right now on this Nuggets team? You got Boogie Cousins or Mason Plumlee?
Boogie.
Boogie.
Contract doesn't matter. Okay, I agree with that. I was just curious.
Yeah.
I think a lot of Nuggets fans might say Mason, but
Oh, that's a
No.
terrible take.
Think about how I don't think that's true, by the way.
Okay.
think
Not
about
anymore.
we
Boogie is loved by Nugget for
Yeah,
some
that's
reason.
true.
we give him standing O's, and I'll tell you, it is a tradition among Nuggets fans to pass their prime like star or star adjacent players. We love them. Think of how much they love Nick Young.
Ice-T.
They love IT when he came. I mean, it's names that people know and have like funny, like
And
images with or whatever.
He's fun to. I mean, he's a very fun player
Yeah,
when he's on your team.
yeah,
And I think the Mike Malone connection makes a big
Yeah.
difference.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
we feel like he's sort of coming back home, even though it's not his home.
right. And it's
is
like,
now.
yeah, it's kind of a reclamation project too. That I think is
He's a
cool.
likable guy. Like,
Yes,
he can sometimes be a dick on the court, but he's a likable guy.
I mean
our dick.
he's exactly.
He's our Sabinus.
But I always felt I always felt like that even when he wasn't on my team though.
Yes,
I always kind of liked him all. Like
Oh.
I was like, man, you just lost your cool there, man.
Yeah.
Like you can't be doing that.
well, and he's also all the like people who are like, oh man, all these guys are just friends with each other now, so there's not as much competitive, anger and stuff. Let me tell you, Boogie's not friends with anyone who is not on his team.
point.
Like, watch this. He's about to commit a crime on this man. Yeah.
That should be their
He's-
offense.
Yes.
Right.
It's
So I've been to
if Len's in there, put him in the pick and roll. If he's in there, we post
I've
with
been to
him or Jokic. That's what it is.
almost every game that Boogie has played now at home. And the thing that I take away from it every time is how fucking big he is.
Yeah.
Like,
Shoulders
He
wise.
is just not. He's he's tall.
Right.
First of
Call him
all, I
over.
mean,
Love
but
that.
he is built like a football player. He's
Get him
not
a
built
fucking
like a
ball.
basketball player. But he's athletic like like it's not like he's fat. It's just he's thick and big and knows how to use it.
Yeah.
And it is like him setting screens. I watch that. I'm like, nobody wants any piece of that
No.
at all. Like,
Let's go, Boogie!
speaking of which, he just gets knocked down on a charge, which is how you know he was flopping.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's fair.
Oh, yes. And he just knows that's like smart, though, from him. To be like, hey, you've hit me with a lot of ticky-tack stuff.
Yeah.
He's going to come in and he's going to hit me in the chest. Like,
And he
I'm
was
going
set.
down.
That's
Yeah.
a charge.
Yeah.
That's a good call. Yeah.
it's...
Boogie
But
did not expect the call.
also, by the way, I like this more. We've got to have Forbes initiate more of our offense than Facu. The last play, we couldn't get Boogie the ball because the guy just didn't guard Facu. Yeah.
Good pass, Boogie.
Let's
Beautiful.
go.
Pass to assist there. For
Yeah.
Wow.
That's beautiful. You get it into Boogie and good things happen, and you get it in there with a shooter on his side. Facu is a good decision maker off of the second rotation. And the Kings
knows
are
how to
not
shoot.
smart enough. Well, and I'm just saying
my
he'll
God.
make a quick pass there.
Yeah.
Good defense by Jamike. Jamike's been playing really well
Yeah,
lately.
he
He's
has.
been in a real rhythm.
Faku's not terrible in transition. I'll give him that. On
Well, and
defense.
he's just comfortable making decisions. You know what I mean? Like, so he'll make the decision quick, whether he's going to shoot it, whether
I
he's going
think
to do
Bryn
whatever.
Forbes is really going to piss me off.
You think he's going to go on a cold streak or what?
No, I just hate those shots. Like, I hate them
Oh,
so
I don't
much.
hate him with this backup team in there.
he was in rhythm. He had just made one. It was
Yeah,
quick.
I'm fine with
But,
it.
like, why are you taking a heat shot?
Wow, what a pass by Boogie! I'm telling you, you just get. I don't know what Boogie said to Faku there.
Fuck you.
it looked funny.
I think
Need that.
I think they might like each other.
Oh,
Like, they're both kind of the same.
well, that's
Like-
the thing. Boogie like hates little guards who like try to act tough or try to do whatever. Because he's like, hey man, like, there's no way like you would actually do that. You know, like,
We'd like to take this break to bring you a message by Man Therapy. It's okay to cry, but not if it's not about sports.
Or gambling.
yeah.
And we want to thank them as one of our long-term sponsors.
Absolutely. This is a nice little move here by Denver. Not good for your live betting. Obviously, you'd rather have them down for you to take that. But something to keep in mind that if this keeps going too well, It's very rare that a Nuggets team puts together 48 minutes in which 15 of them don't drive you crazy. 3 fouls on Boogie there. So Jokic having to come back in with 7:13 left.
I think it's all right, though. I do have Nuggets for the Northwest Division, so I am cheering for them to win the game.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm just saying I think your instinct was 100% correct when you brought up to keep an eye on that, but I just wanted to update it at halfway through. I don't think you're going to get any value here on any halftime bet or anything like that.
And I'm not going to take any Sacramento plus quarter bets because Jokic is back on the court. Even though I think they could give it away, he's just playing so well. I don't want to test it. I'm not betting against him.
Yep.
It's like betting against Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers. Some things you just don't do.
Did you do it?
Oh, I'm sure. I took Broncos spread versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
Tonight. Did you make that bet? Is that why you're saying that?
No, I did not.
Okay, good. Great.
There it is, second 3 for Bryn Forbes. 8 points on the bench there. Good job, Zeke. That's where Zeke is really bouncy and it helps us.
Facu without Jokic tonight is +3 so far. They're up 8 when he came in.
De'Aaron Fox is gonna get in a fight with Facu. Those two, Facu definitely hit him in the face a little bit on accident, and Fox was mad, and so Fox just hit him 3 times. The ref let him do it twice, and then there's the foul, and then he does it again. Oh man.
That's what his game should be, right? You get in there for 4 minutes, you piss the other teams.
Well, and he's gotta take a book out of the Manu Ginobili thing, where Manu would play physical defense sometimes, but then sometimes he'd just go down.
Yeah.
Facu just always is in people and can't turn it off. To we talked about it with Will Barton. Will Barton's so good at getting up into you, playing really hard defense, and then just be oh, I'm gonna back off now when you're ready for that physicality.
Oh, got the foul?
And one,
It's a goaltend.
should be.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
goaltending.
Great. Trey Lyles, wheels coming off.
Trey's Alex Len is hey, review that. This is probably the closest we're going to get. Oh, man.
When's the last time drafting a big American white player?
Well, he's not American.
In the top 5?
Remember, they did the silence for him. He's from Ukraine.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Okay.
Remember, they locked arms on the first day of
Nuggets.
the division.
Yeah.
It was...
I didn't heckle him in that game that we had against him the other night either.
Yeah. It's, yeah.
I stand with you.
Did he have that tat before, or did he write it on his arm? He has love written on his arm right now. I don't know if it was an original tat or if it's something he's doing for his country. It's cool if he is.
Jokic cooling off
Unfortunately, I get that. That's ROTAJ After Dark. You'll have to text Deets for the access to ROTAJ After Dark.
Well, it's for subscribers only.
That's what I mean.
Check out our OnlyFans at ROTAJ.
That's right.
It's just pictures of my feet.
First month free with
Will he
promo
step on
code.
this Jello?
on this Jello?
Look, Juno's ready to jump
Oh.
in the video.
That's great. Trey Lyles, or translation, someone random, going off against the Nuggets is the most Nuggets thing ever.
Oh, 100%.
It's never the star players. Besides, Ja has gotten us pretty consistently, but most of the time it's just some random role player just crushes us.
Ja gets everybody.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying in general, it's not.
Ja also got us before he was Ja.
100%.
It's not the LeBrons who get us. It's Malik Monk.
Well, LeBron loves fucking us up too.
Yeah.
Jokic is so good.
This is unreal, by the way.
Oh man.
We'll see if their defense can hold the lead.
Rebound.
Wow. The Lakers lost by 9 in overtime.
Oh, good pass.
This is a
Austin.
bad possession. That ends in a layup. Man,
Is that a Monte? God damn.
yeah. It's
That
Monte.
bet's gone.
It's a Monte. Is anyone sadder than Dante DiVincenzo, by the way, this season? Going from playing with Giannis and like Milwaukee and all those open threes and just like meaningful minutes. Like, you went from winning a championship at Villanova, like then right into the Bucks. You're always in contention. All you've known is winning, and then you come to Sacramento.
Maybe.
It's like, oh man, what's that show about the minor league baseball announcer who like goes from there? I imagine
Brockmire.
that's what he's doing. Yeah,
Brockmire.
he's living Brockmire right now. Not in the fact that like he went
I
bullshit
hope
on the
he
air,
is. I
but
love that show.
but yeah,
I would like to be living like Brockmire right now.
yeah. I mean, if
Well,
he
one could argue I kind of am.
yeah, if he drank like before games, I wouldn't say he's wrong.
No.
Like I would say.
No. I'd say
That's
he's coping.
Yeah, and that's what man therapy is all about.
Yeah.
Remember, mantherapy.org, sponsored.
.org. Definitely org.
It is.
Yeah,
.edu
it is.
as well.
It's not that. It is .org.
Oh, have you seen Navolka? You can stream Nuggets games from there. $25 a month.
Huh?
Yeah. $200 for the receiver, and then it's just like a digital receiver you get. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
So.
Well, looking forward to the NBA really promoting their two-time MVP next year. So I imagine most of our games will be on national television. So probably won't even be necessary. You know what I mean?
So MVP odds right now, we've got Joel at -160, and then Jokic I think is +160.
Yeah.
It's a two-horse race, right?
The only problem for me is that I
He's
think
still positive odds.
I think Embiid is going to put on a show in Philly.
I don't care.
I just think the voters care. I just
No,
think
they don't.
it's a national televised game, and I think the narrative is going to become a little too strong at that point. That's my prediction. But I've been kind of throwing cold
he got
water on the
Harden.
two-time
He
MVP.
got Harden. Like his
Oh, I
team
agree.
should have gotten better. I think it's going to be like I think it's going to be in the analytics, everything. I think the Nuggets are going to win the division. Like, so I'm looking at it right now. After tonight, the Nuggets will be a half game up, assuming a win. They would be a half game up on Dallas
Yep.
5 seed.
and a game and a half behind the Jazz for the division,
If they hold on.
which would mean they're the 4
And-
seed.
and
if
we're
they're the 4
assuming
seed, if
that
they're
the
the 4
Blazers
seed,
don't
they
come
can't
back.
not give it to Jokic. Do you agree with that?
Yes. Yes. I mean, they can, but I don't think they would. I think pretty much all the arguments would disappear.
Yeah.
If we beat the Warriors tomorrow night, the 3rd seed's not out of the question. It's pretty close, but we're only 3 games back, and we've swept the series versus them.
Right.
How about that for Jokic, sweeping the season series versus the Warriors?
And they're a team who
They're
traditionally
a terrible
has
matchup for it.
who
They
traditionally
hate
they
playing
have
us.
But now, yeah,
Well,
all
they
of a
hate
sudden
playing us.
all of a
They
sudden
don't have
this
a big man.
Well, that's always been a problem, but Draymond has been able to help Looney enough. But without Draymond, it's you like see it. If that gets in, I was like, my God, like literally, you just go home. Like if you're Harrison Barnes, you're like, all right, well, have a good night, guys.
I use Dialpad a lot at work. They're a major sponsor. They've got the jersey sponsorship. They've got the court sponsorship.
What is Dialpad?
It's
Jokic.
like
And
an app
one.
I use to call people.
Oh my gosh.
He's so good.
Yeah. I mean, and when he's aggressive like this, you could tell he's like, I'm not going to play in the second half unless Boogie fouls out in the third quarter.
Sacramento is the armpit of America, and I really, really, truly feel bad for anybody who has to play professional basketball there. I can't imagine being rich in a worse place.
In Sacramento, huh? Come on, Austin.
It's truly one of the worst places I've ever been in my life.
Bart doesn't go to
It's up there
Sacramento,
with
is it?
Waco, Texas. Like,
Wow.
which Waco was truly an awful, desolate place. It might be Wow, I can't believe I'm going to say that. That can't be true. It's Waco. It's Sacramento. It's Stillwater.
Oh my
Jacksonville.
God, Devin Reed.
Never been to Jacksonville, but I've heard people from Jacksonville talk about Jacksonville, and it sounds really bad.
Tennessee, I have not had fun in.
That's
Well,
a
that's
whole
not
state,
true. I
though.
had,
That's a whole state.
I know.
You can't judge the state. We're talking cities.
and I wouldn't put Nashville on one of the worst. And I think it's different during COVID, because I was just constantly frightened that I was gonna die inside of the hockey arena. But like now, in a less polarized COVID world, it probably doesn't bother me like as much.
Jacksonville's also 45 minutes from Savannah and like 45 minutes north of Orlando. They've got a good regional location.
Yeah.
Access to the water. Like, I get the city's shit.
Orlando, that's another awful place.
It is really just like theme parks and service workers.
I
Get that shit.
I
Jokic
do
is
wanna play
just
golf in
literally
Orlando,
trying to
but-
get other people's buckets now.
Yeah.
He could have gone in right there and just got himself a 2, but he's like, I'm probably gonna
How
try
many
to.
assists does he have? Because he had 4 earlier. He's gotten 2. 6?
He has 5. He has 28 and 5 in 16 minutes.
It's pretty efficient.
Yeah.
And his team is plus 17.
Important though here to close with this and one. Run some good offense here, because if you're Sacramento, if you can get this at 10 at half, as much as anything feels like a win in Sacramento, that's got to feel like a win, right? Like,
Trust me, it doesn't matter. They could win this game by 30. They're not driving home feeling like winners. It is. Have you been to Sacramento?
yes, I have actually.
Oh, it's awful.
Driven through it only.
I shouldn't
very
say.
nearly shit my pants in a Chipotle parking lot in Sacramento.
That sounds like bad behavior from you. Like what?
No, I just run a 10K very hard, and I was laying down in the back of the van. I couldn't walk into the restaurant.
Oh no.
And then I breathed out my butt for about a minute.
This all sounds like things that are not adjacent to Sacramento.
And
Right? It just sounds like
I
this
felt
could have
much
happened
better.
in any
I felt
city,
much better.
and you're taking it out.
And then
on
I had
Sacramento.
a great Chipotle experience. Honestly, it was one of those really good burritos that you really remember.
Yeah.
That sounds like a positive for the city of Sacramento. Then
But the rest of the time,
man,
Just wide open.
I'm putting Phoenix in one of the worst cities, but only because of the hockey and the Suns fans. So
Phoenix in the summer is maybe the most desolate place I've been to.
yeah,
I woke up before the sun was up. It was like I was flying to Virginia, and so I had to wake up and do my run at like 4 in the morning. This is peak of crazy Ryan training.
yeah.
And it was over 100 degrees.
Ugh.
And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I shouldn't be having my shirt off running at 4 in the morning. Like, that should not be a thing that happens, but I absolutely did.
We went to
Bring up
spring
Phoenix.
training there, and they had sunscreen dispensers that looked like soap dispensers just all over the place.
Yeah.
In the park.
I will say Phoenix in like December, beautiful. Like, could not be a better place in the world,
We
honestly.
should probably go golfing out there in December next year.
That's what I'm saying. We need to all, if these bets hit tonight, we'll buy a condo in Scottsdale. Hit that.
Oh my gosh.
God. He wants to abuse him.
Give him the rebound.
Oh, he's so funny.
It hit the rim. They didn't
hit
give it
the
to him.
rim.
It hit the rim.
I wonder if they're saying
They're saying
goaltending.
goaltending.
It can't say goal. What?
If it's still in the cylinder.
That's so stupid. I mean, either way,
Let's
it's
see.
dumb.
Oh, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, that hits the rim.
That is the rim, yeah.
Will they review?
I think you can review that. It looks like they're giving it to him.
Great.
I don't know who that is that Jokic is joking with, but they're like, hey man, you're gonna put up 30 on us and a half. I can't laugh with you. The coach is gonna get mad at me.
Did he make that?
He's calling it. They're trying to call the foul, but I think the Nuggets are gonna use a review on it.
Jokic has 24, 10, and 5 and half.
Oh, they're calling that on Austin Rivers?
Interesting. Fake and rake, right?
No, come on. That's
It's
terrible.
not a basketball play.
Mm-mm. But since they're not calling the two, I don't think you waste your challenge here. Just because they're, it's two free
Saying it's
throws.
on the ground.
Yeah,
Save it.
you save it, and it sucks, right? But
Why is there a 49ers jersey there?
Sacramento.
She's
Yeah.
wearing a headset though. Like,
wear your favorite team to the arena night for the employees.
Does anybody have?
No one is there in a Kings
49ers
jersey.
fans?
I'll tell you that.
Besides Broncos fans?
Let me tell you, it's not great. All right, they're trying to review this. I have no idea. We don't have the sound on. Do you? Are they checking to see if it's a foul, or are they seeing if it happened?
Oh, I don't have the sound
Before-
either.
Sound not either.
Because it's like it definitely happens. You definitely made the call before. Oh, they're trying to see how much time they should put on the clock. Fair.
Since he caught that and dunked it, could they call it a pass?
oh, it's definitely a pass.
It's definitely on the ground because that's the rule change. You can't sweep through and ever get a shooting call.
Okay.
So.
This is great. This is extra Jokic rest.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like an extended halftime.
Call on Fung.
oh, fool.
Fung Hua.
That seems a little racist, what I just did. It's good I'm sitting so far back. If you
At
want to
least this
fire
won't be
me,
on the
guys,
internet
Won't be on
forever.
the internet.
distance yourselves quickly. Right up there with Kyle's.
I mean, I think it's fine. I stopped myself from saying a canceled thing earlier, but and now I want to tell you just so you'll feel better.
Get it during the commercial break. I'll do the next man therapy commercial.
What?
Wow.
I do not know.
He's like, you missed it. What happened?
Yeah, I have no idea what they're talking about. This is a confusing end to a half, I'll tell you that. Oh, it'd been great if they missed all the free throws.
I keep thinking you're drinking from the wine bottle.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Shout out to Liquid Mechanics Brewing, also a sponsor of the podcast.
They're giving him an extra free throw. So he got 4.
Oh, they called it a 3, and then they teed him up for being mad, which he should be mad. That's objectively a terrible call. And really hurts my really hurts my under for Fox that he just gets 3 free throws for no reason.
I wouldn't say our player props are going well.
So, going into some stats here real quick.
I need an Austin Rivers.
A little
Resurgence.
All right.
Monte to chill.
So at the half, we've got Gordon has 9. Jokic has 24. Morris has 11. Reed has 5. Campazzo, he has 2. Cousins has 2. 8 for Forbes. And then obviously no Jeff Green, no Bones tonight. Wouldn't hate to see a Marcus Howard sighting, by the way, tonight either. See if we can get him a little minutes, get him loose again. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. As far as the Kings go, we have Fox with 13. That's so annoying that he gets those 3 free ones at the end. But hopefully the Nuggets continue to pull away in the third, and he just doesn't play the fourth. That'd be great for me.
What'd you get that at?
25.5.
Yeah, it's still the line's still 25.5. That makes you feel better.
It's ridiculous. He got to shoot 3 free throws.
Should I make a solidarity? I kind of like the 25.5.
Yeah.
He only had 10 before those free throws.
Yeah. As far as bench points, they only have 5 from Jones. They don't have a lot coming from the bench. DiVincenzo didn't score. Harkless didn't score for them. Also, free Rashawn Holmes. I don't know why the Kings don't know this, but Rashawn Holmes gives Jokic hell every time on the offensive glass because he just works so hard. So those are kind of where the stats are at. Let's look into some live betting here. So it is 12.5 for the Nuggets. Remembering this was a 6.5 or 7.5, where depending on where you we're looking. That's minus 106. So people not trusting this Nuggets team to hold on to the lead, as we've said, they haven't had their 5 to 8 minute stretch yet, where it's truly baffling basketball, which means it's happening at some point here. Total's gone down to 231, so that under that we talked about pregame, that we were kind of leaning towards, that's still looking good.
What'd you say they were?
It's at 231, and it was 239. Remember pregame there, as the Kings should be under 50 there. You can get live. We talked about De'Aaron Fox still being 25.5. You can get Alex Len over 5.5. I actually don't hate that, by the way. They've gotten, like I said, the starters' defense with some of the switches. He has 2. I think he could get 2 dunks here pretty easily. The only thing is that we didn't. Yeah, 5.5 points for the game.
And he has 2.
The only thing is that he kind of went out of the rotation a little bit.
I'm putting a little taste on that.
They have just teed up Malone, so they'll start shooting free throws in the second half.
Malone's trying to get tossed again.
Yeah.
What's Boogie's over under for the second half?
I don't have any boogie lines.
Do not have any boogie. Austin Rivers is over 4.5. He's minus 162. So tough one there. Bryn Forbes over 13.5. He's got 8. And then Jokic is at 37.5. And the over is minus 140.
Yeah, I have 37.5 minus 135.
Yeah, so I'm not doing anything there.
Might be worth an under. I'm not going to bet it because I don't want to cheer for it.
I don't want to cheer for it.
Yeah,
I'd like the under
Jokic
too.
has the rebounds are 16.5. He has 10 right now. That's minus 136. Some little tips to himself. He could really be a thing. Oh man, just we were talking the Pelicans up. They lose to the Magic tonight. That's a bad loss for them as well. And player assists, Jokic 9.5. He has 5 right now. I took 9.5 last game. It came back to hurt me. He got stuck on 9, and you're paying a lot of juice. So minus 140. I don't think that's worth it, based off what we've seen. Monte Morris, I like his. Now talk to me about this, guys. 4.5 plus 108. He's got 2, and you figure he's going to be able to get some either on the he'll get the kick from Jokic. He makes the one extra pass, or just pick and roll with Jokic. It really appears that they're going to be really aggressive in that with the guards. I don't hate 4.5. He just gets 3.
110.
Yeah.
I have do you have plus 110?
Plus 108, yeah.
Monte Morris points?
Assists.
Oh, okay.
Yes, assists. He's got
I'd say
2.
points. He's 18 and a half.
Yeah. So, we've got that.
I'm going to take that.
Yeah. You can also, Jokic, if you want, I would say he's being very aggressive. What about under a 3 for Jokic at plus 118? He's only taken the 1. That was end of a shot clock. He passed up the 1 at the end of the half. That was very open.
It's under 1.5?
It's under a half.
No, I don't
Yeah.
like it.
That's what, okay. If you think Trey Lyles will hit another 3, he's got 1. The over-under is 1.5. That's plus 136. He's been left pretty open. I think there's some value there.
Ooh, Jokic over half a block plus 195.
Wow.
I like
Block in the
that.
third quarter.
And he's been going up. He's been contesting stuff quite a bit. Also, the Jokic, this is rebounds and assists. Jokic currently has 15. His over-under is set at 26.5. We like that.
I don't know how many minutes he'll get.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna avoid Jokic props right now.
Yeah. Until the Kings start coming back, I'm not touching anything. Jokic-related.
Third quarter.
Hey, Portland hanging in at 35-63.
The third quarter spread is
That's
a half
not a
point.
first quarter score. That is a half score. Just to be fair.
Half a point for the third quarter. We like the first quarter at -2. We know that this team hasn't had their bad stretch yet, but do you think the fact that Malone got teed up, was pissed, do you think that makes this team
More fired up.
come out and have a little juice?
Well, it gives the Kings a point.
Right.
I don't know. I think if I would bet it, I would take the Kings, honestly. We're up 12. And when's the last time we beat a team by 20?
Yeah.
Especially this Kings team. I get it, they don't have Sabinas the Penis. Who has killed us. He's worth 30 points a game against
By
us.
the way, you could do Nuggets and under 58.5 for the third quarter and get plus 265. I think that might be my bet. Nuggets and under 58.5.
58.5.
I'm telling you, this Kings team is not. They did not score.
I'd be curious about some basketball future bets.
Yeah. Take a look at them. Dan, also while we are here at halftime, any bets sounding good to you that we have brought up? Any lines standing out to you that you're seeing here on this Nuggets game?
Not really. I feel like props are tough right now because I think they're just going to destroy this team at some point. You don't know how long they're going to be in there.
Yeah, That's why I'm taking the third. I think the way Jokic is looking, he doesn't want to play this fourth quarter. So I think that's what we're looking for. So I think that's my play. And then I also wanted to get your thoughts. You are our resident baseball expert, and you saw the news, I'm sure, today that the Rockies got rid of their analytics department. That was the only that came from outside the organization. Basically, he didn't come through the pipeline of our terrible scout to GM pipeline that we have created here. So
Dan, what are your thoughts on somehow the Rockies? It seems to me like it's a stupid thing, but you know better. Is this dumb?
This dude was hired this fall.
Yeah, it was 7 months on the job.
Yeah, I couldn't be more disappointed, but like, what am I expecting? I think Dietz and I talked about it last year when you traded Norman and Otto. There's nothing left to expect from this team. You know, this is just what to expect. They probably needed room for more laundry machines in their laundry department, so they took that guy out. And I just want to read this tweet I found today from a guy that used to work in the analytics department at, I believe, anyway, that he worked in the analytics department for the Rockies. He said, quote tweeting, the Rockies firing this guy, Scott Van Linton. In a related story, when I worked for the Rockies, Bill Schmidt didn't even have a computer in his office. That's from Paul Swiden on Twitter.
Wow.
I think that sums up the most boomer franchise I could imagine.
Dude, but their sunflower spitting contests are lit. There is no GM who can spit a seed as far as Billy Schmidt.
Nope, there's no balls unscratched.
Yeah.
No seeds unspitted.
Yeah. Tobacco unchewed. There's none of that.
None of
What does
that.
he chew?
Who knows? Who knows?
It says a lot about a man.
It's I guarantee you it's something gross. And old fashioned. Yeah, it's also I wanted to ask you because I'm kind of following it but not super in depth. Are we going to have a baseball season at all this year?
I hope not.
Hell yeah. I love that answer.
You
How
don't.
stress-free my summer would be without Rockies baseball.
That is true. Yeah. I mean you know, that's 3 hours. I mean, your bowling game might really take off.
It might. Yeah, I mean, you can't have the worst team in all of sports if they don't play a season. Are
That's
the
true.
Rockies worse than the Texans? I think so.
Yeah. Depends probably on how this Deshaun Watson case comes out. By the way, I believe that is Friday that his accusers are going to go in front of a grand jury for the ones that did want to press criminal charges. So that is something. Also, that needs to be said in the Russell Wilson thing. Like, I'm so glad that even if we were kind of desperate, and that's what led to us getting the Wilson, I'm so glad we were desperate for, like, someone who the worst thing you could say about him is he's kind of a nerd in Russell Wilson rather than, like, trying to justify someone who's, like, probably, at the very least, a little too handsy, probably criminal.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't get that guy.
Yeah, that would have been really hard
It
for
would
me
have
as
been
a
really
fan.
funny if those Steelers rumors were true, and then they'd go from one creepy guy to another creepy guy.
Oh man, and let me tell you, if you're Deshaun Watson, that is where you want to go because those fan base, they know all the lines, right? Like, well, I mean, we're drinking. That was a long time ago. We all make mistakes when we're young. You know, they've got all the lines
They're
to
prepped
say.
defend.
Yeah, they have been defending the indefensible for years now. So it's
Talking about the Rockies a little bit. Who are the worst sports teams in each league? It's got to be Arizona Coyotes.
yeah, they're a dumpster fire.
It's got to be
Historically.
the Rockies.
Sure.
Oh no! This is current. The Coyotes are awful. That's what made them the fact that they chose to beat the Avalanche even worse. Yeah, I think the Coyotes are the worst. The Texans are the worst in the NFL. The Kings are probably the worst in the NBA, just because that owner is crazy. Like Vivek is his first name, Randaviv, I believe.
What does he do?
But like, yeah, he's just clearly like so incompetent, and also like run stuff. Like, I mean, the Kings, you took, Johnny. Oh no, that's the Timberwolves. But the Kings also took some guard. I think Tyreek Evans instead of Steph Curry.
Ooh.
Um,
Tyreek had a good first year.
they took
That's
Bagley over
Luka, like their trades, all their stuff. It's really, really bad. So I think they've got to be the worst run. The Rockies have to be up there as far as worst run. The Marlins could maybe be in contention when Jeter appeared to be intentionally trying to make the team worse.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? But now he's resigned.
World Series, though?
Harrison Barnes is laughing with these refs right now. He's like, dude, he's like, man, you guys absolutely love me. I can't figure it out.
They have 2 World Series, I thought.
The Marlins, yeah. But I thought we were just talking about, like, currently.
Yeah.
Not, like, all their history and everything. Harrison Barnes, he's a real one. He missed it on purpose.
They currently have 2 World Series, and the Rockies currently have 0.
Yeah.
How many times
Yeah, I mean, I guess tie goes. That definitely would break the tie, right?
Yeah. The Rockies have never won the division.
No. God, De'Aaron Fox with a 3 to start that. That hurts me. And it hurts my plus half point here. Oh, that would have been a great assist there.
Nothing from Art.
Where's the rest of ROTAJ there?
And Alex Len, he took his mandatory 15. He said he needed a 15-minute break.
So do we like the Nuggets live if we get a Malone rage timeout? Let's say the Kings.
We're headed there.
They get it down to like 7. Oh, wow.
It's already 7.
Yeah.
No,
Let's say they get 60, 63, get a Malone rage timeout. Do we take Nuggets live quarter spread?
Oh, we definitely look at it. I'll tell you that.
Because Nuggets were minus 1.5 for the quarter, or even if the Kings could tie it up, you might take
The Nuggets were only a -0.5 for this quarter.
Okay.
Is what I got them at. I need under 58.5. And then the Nuggets. Come on, Austin.
Nice.
Great job, baby.
Do we ever wonder or worry about Mike Malone's blood pressure?
Oh, it's yeah.
All right, Kings are playing like the Kings now.
Yeah. That was just that's the Trey Lyles we knew.
Also, sorry, last thing. Why is their stadium so sad? There's like 6 people there.
Oh, I think I think that like there's nothing worse than being a franchise in LA who sucks, like, or in the California area, I should say. Obviously, they're not in LA. Just because like things are still like expensive. You know what I mean? Like it's like
It's not cheap to live in the capital of California.
right, and so it's like, I think as just a basketball fan, even if I lived in Sacramento, I would be like, hey, I'll go to see Jokic, right? But I don't think that that's necessarily the draw that most NBA fans are going with. Monte again.
I'm pulling up for us to put this game away so we have a chance tomorrow.
Yeah. This is definitely a big thing in that regard.
Your hope, Jokic is going to get his minutes in this segment regardless. He's going to play till like 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah.
The hope is he never comes back in the fourth.
There it is. King's trying to flop, and he actually had Gordon stuck if he'd have just stood there. But I love the way that like Jokic moves when like they're just setting up for an inbounds. He always looked like it's so inconvenient for him. I thought that one ref wasn't gonna call it.
He waited.
Yeah, that like Jokic is still following him. Jokic is like, dude, that's not a foul. Like that's unreal. Like he's in the air and just runs into me. Like he's like, you don't have to give me the shot. Like I agree, he still hadn't gathered, but on the old NBA, that by the way would have been 3. Like, I mean, it's definitely our ball if it's not a foul. These refs appear to have taken it personally that they're, which is the worst kind of referee, and umpires too do this. But like, there's sometimes when they're having a bad one, they just like, there's some umps who are like, "Oh, my bad," and there's some umps who are like, and refs who like dig their feet in and are like, "These guys are being jerks to me. I'll show them."
Tony Brothers.
Yeah, like it's like, no, dude, like just admit you made a terrible call at halftime.
Yeah.
There's no way that's a 3.
Correct the mistake.
Yeah, just like, and even if you can't correct it afterwards, like just own it. Just be like, "Hey, man, we messed up."
Lance Barrett. He's the worst MLB umpire. He hates the Rockies.
Bored. I don't blame him for hating the Rockies, but
No,
you
I
shouldn't
don't
hate
either.
them.
But,
Good job, Devin Reed.
What a great place to road trip if you're in a sunny, gorgeous, do a night game. You're just looking at the sunset.
Yeah.
He can go F himself. I
Nice.
thought Brothers was okay the last game he was at. No?
He actually was pretty good, and it makes me wonder if someone in the league said something.
Yeah.
Like, I know Twitter says something to him, but
That guy
I don't
does
think
not
that-
use Twitter.
oh, he has a Twitter.
What?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, people tag him. I mean, obviously he's not on there that much. He like just promotes like some things, but wow, that was unreal that Jokic even tried that. By the way. Also, we're dead even, so
Sit down.
my bet is alive here. Man, barely deflected it, so Monte missed it. Oh, man.
Oh, that hurt.
That one.
It's still early, though, Jokic.
Yeah, no,
4 minutes.
time to go, but definitely that one. That was really a 5-point swing, right? Because Monty catches that,
Yeah.
he scores.
Jokic
Jokic is so under control. There's so many guys who, when that late double comes, when you're in the middle of your spin move like that, they just are gonna run into the guy and get the charge. And Jokic is able to just stop there and make it look easy.
I'd say this is another plug for betting on teams you know. We know that Jokic wants to rest this game and not play the 4th. This Nuggets
Good
team is going to
God.
come play hard here.
Well, that was ambitious to say the least. No.
Oh, is this Len's 5th point?
Nope.
No. Oh my
Jokic.
God.
No. That was Lyles. I don't know why Lyles thought he could go at Jokic like
Did
that.
Jokic block that? Or was
Yeah, I think he did.
it- All right.
Yeah, I think it was a block, but
Why
I'm not
on the floor,
100%
Deeds?
positive.
What's that?
Why are you on the floor?
My neck, I was sitting like crouched forward to get the mic. It was getting it in a weird spot.
You look comfortable.
I'm very
kinda
comfortable.
jealous.
Please join me.
Hi, baby. Come here.
Was
Ryan
someone
has
out there-
returned from his mandatory 15.
Was someone out there smoking weed? I smell a little reefer.
No,
Yeah.
couldn't have been Juno.
All right.
Now down to 7. We've got the Malone Rage timeout.
Oh, let's see what the period bet live is. Oh, I don't
Yep.
want to do that. We're gonna get Faku. I'm not playing. Let's fire 2
No,
times.
dude, you can't bet now. Bet the 4th. Just wait for the spread to go down.
The Kings are now favored by 3.5. They're currently winning it, obviously, by 5. Plus 3.5 for the Nuggets is minus 104.
Plus 1.5
Dallas
or
didn't
plus
show up.
3.5.
3.5.
So let's look at it from the other end. They were up by 12. So you're taking the Nuggets to win by 8.5 or 9.5.
Well, this is just the third quarter now.
Yeah. So the spread, you're taking spread at the end of the third quarter.
At the end of the third quarter, that's what that is. I'm not taking it. I'm just throwing it out there for
Yeah.
you guys that now the Nuggets have gone to favored by a half point to 3.5-point underdogs. They are currently losing the quarter by 5. So you need them to outscore them by 2 the rest of the way, and you win that bet.
I don't think I'm taking it.
Yeah, the overall spread is down to 9.5 now.
Yeah.
Deets, will you throw me that blanket?
This one.
Yeah.
This one's soft. I think it's good.
But it's not for me. But yeah, there you go.
There it is.
It might even be worth looking at the Kings here.
How many assists does Monte have?
I know he assisted on the Rivers 3.
Just 2 still.
Oh, actually, I think Rivers missed that, and then Jokic got the board. Little tough stretch right now. I think have to get back to putting Alex Len in the pick and roll. I actually think they took him out.
Mandatory 15.
I mean, it's your work day is long and you get a 15.
That's how I feel.
That's right.
I mean, we're still working. What is
That's
this,
right.
12 hours for us?
At least
74-37 for the Jazz
Yeah.
Blazers.
they're hanging in.
This
It's not over till it's over, Deets.
I mean, you can't let the Jazz get cooking from 3, as we've seen in the matchups with the Nuggets this year. I mean, obviously the Nuggets haven't gotten beaten like this, but like if you have bad rotations, which the Blazers did when they had Dame, it's just now off his own foot. Oh, I thought they were going to call it the other way.
That Jokic shot chart was something else.
Yeah.
Literally just layups.
Monte still has 2 assists. Wow.
I wish they would give him that one.
Big for your bet.
Yep.
I think you need a little cushion. You need him up by 14-15 when Jokic goes out.
I'm also interested. Fox played the whole third quarter here last time. We'll see if he does that again. Affected by Jokic, good contest there.
Give it to Monte.
Oh,
How many steps do you take before it's not an assist?
I think it's
Basketball
not
mode.
necessarily. Yeah, it's like, it's not necessarily like the steps. I think it's more like do you have was there a move after the pass that actually created the shot? It's more what they're looking for. And I think they've cracked down on it because it used to be like a joke when Russ was hitting the triple doubles and stuff at Harden. Of like when they were at home, they would get like so many more assists. Like it'd be like, oh yeah, the hometown scorekeeper said that was an assist. Like even though he just passed it to a guy and then they got they took 12 dribbles, crossed over, spun move.
ISO ball.
Yeah, he was like, oh, Russ passed it first.
Yeah.
I guess that's an assist. Okay.
There was a rebound in between there.
Yeah.
Followed a shot.
Oh, they did give Monte one.
Oh, he's up to 3?
Yeah.
He needs 4.5. Okay.
Yep.
Did you take the Jokic block?
Yeah.
Great.
I think he got that. We're not positive. If
Either
they-
that or Trey
was-
Lyles had a terrible
Oh, they
fucking
did.
shot.
Yeah.
He got it. Give it to him.
Pull the trigger.
That was from Jamaica anyway.
It was a good opportunity. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Assist.
Also, the Kings now, I think Monte has to adjust here. The Kings know that they're getting killed by Jokic in the pick and roll, so they are sinking 2 to him. If you're Monte, you've got to start playing aggressive with your shot. Oh my gosh, that was. Why do we insist upon playing Aaron Gordon back to the basketball?
This fits the narrative, though. Right, we talked about Nuggets. They haven't won a game outright by 20 points. It was going to come down to the wire.
Yep.
Maybe not down to the wire, but they're not going to be up by 20 at the end of the third.
No.
Nuggets are minus 5.5 again.
Yeah. Below the beginning line
Yeah.
now. So you just see here, this is the theme of Nuggets games. The lines swing so big in their games. And so obviously that's a lot of money-making opportunities if you can play that smart.
Nuggets to win by 3-6. Plus 225.
Don't do that. That's dumb.
Why?
That's so dumb.
Why?
The odds are terrible. You're saying that the game will be between 3 and 6 points. So many other things could happen. They could lose the game. Oh my god, those bets are so dumb. Rigged.
You're not a fan of those ones, huh?
Yeah.
Mm.
All right.
What about either team? No, I don't even like that.
Think about it like the spread bets, they're 50-50. You're either going to get it or you're not. That one, it's like so many other things could happen.
Deeds
Well,
over
yeah.
here.
We also
Shooting
do a shit.
down
We'd also
ideas.
do a shit ton of parlays and stuff that are the exact same thing.
That's true.
You like those?
I love parlays. But, well,
Let's investigate here.
oh, yeah, I like that. That's what I was doing.
Monte over 17.5. I could hedge my other
Minus-
bet with.
Yeah,
It's plus 110.
I don't hate it. He's got to be more aggressive in this
That's
pick and
what
roll
I'm
right
saying.
now. Like I said, they're not guarding him. Also, I don't hate minus 5.5, minus 108. I think you could probably wait on it a little bit, and it's probably not going to get a whole lot better for the Nuggets here.
Nuggets plus
but-
9.5. So do we think they're going to win the quarter after this timeout? Just for the quarter.
I don't know. I mostly just because I don't know how much Jokic will play.
Yeah, okay. Third quarter betting live. Oh, never mind.
Like our bench is fucking awful right now. Oh, Faku's in the game. That's not good offense.
God, got Faku a layup, and he just missed it. Also under review, that one must have been a 2 from Fox, because now it's a 3-point game again.
Nice job, you motherfucker.
Man, he was not bothered, I'll tell you that, though.
How could you be?
There it is.
All right.
I'll tell you who else is not bothered. Jokic.
It's a nice way to put that.
No, he is not bothered.
I'm pretty sure that's 30 for him.
I was just gonna look.
So what's your ideal
Yeah.
outcome for this quarter? To set us
30,
forward?
14, and 6.
I am of the opinion now where I just want the Nuggets to win. Good God. Like, I'm nervous enough now that I'm like, dude, blow them out. I don't care if I just can't place another bet on this game.
Okay.
You know, and the lesson there is I'll be like, well, I could have gotten better odds than minus 5.5, but I don't think, it doesn't look like they're going to pull away here in this third. But if they want to, that's just fine with me. So it's that timeout. They've gotten great shots every time. We've had a Faku missed layup. Jokic has scored. Now we have an Aaron Gordon ISO, which is looking very bad.
Oof. Hit
He
the rim.
missed a dunk.
Oh,
You did
Gordon
not have
rushed
to shoot that.
Rushed that.
I think he didn't think about the fact that it hit him.
Reset the shot clock.
Mhm.
Totally agree.
Yeah, that was not what we were looking for.
I'm curious to see what the line for Colorado is tomorrow.
Who took the foul?
We don't need to talk about that now. That's a total change of subject.
Who do they play? I don't even know.
Well, we don't know who they play yet. The Oregon game is tonight.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
Oregon won.
Oregon already won.
I think so.
And Oregon, remember, they don't have their leading scorer here in the Pac-12. He was first team all Pac-12. He has an illness. They didn't say that it was COVID, but you assume it's that with ruling him out the whole tournament. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know many other illnesses that you could do that with.
HIV. That's my only guess. You asked the question, I gave a real answer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see.
I think it's unlikely.
I mean, Magic played with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, after a 5-year absence.
Yeah, Oregon won by 14.
Okay. I mean, they're the 5 seed. So, CU, I would say they're probably 3-4 point favorites there.
I'm pulling for CU to win so I can take Arizona in the next round.
Um,
That'll be a good vengeance game.
yeah, they will definitely be big into that. De'Aaron Fox got teed there, huh?
Fuck who's in his head? Ooh. Little fucker.
They're reviewing it to see if he fouled him before the ball comes in because it's intentional, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't have,
Yeah, it's a shot in the ball.
yeah, which would be objectively very funny. Also, there's no crew I'd rather have at the monitor than these guys. After what we saw from them at the end of the half, these guys, they are going to be locked in.
Vermont beat Binghamton today.
Love that. Love that. We have a few minutes to break that down while they're reviewing.
Ryder beat Iona.
Okay.
Expected.
Yeah,
Iona's had a tough couple of years.
really has. Coppin State over Howard. Close one in the MEAC. 2-point win for Coppin State over Howard.
Uh-huh.
Don't know
We're
as
obviously
much.
cheering for Howard on the podcast. Support your
We've got Penn
HBCUs.
State beating Minnesota the first
Kyle,
round.
that's a real. We don't give a fuck about that right
Okay.
now. Colgate over Navy.
Yeah. Gotcha.
UMBC over Hartford.
Uh-huh. Oh, UMBC, they were the ones who beat Virginia.
Yeah. Rice over Charlotte. Big win for Rice there. Norfolk State over Delaware State.
Mhm.
Barn
Norfolk
burner
was in-
there. 74-66.
What about that score makes it a barn burner, if you had to say?
Eastern Washington over Northern Arizona in what is truly a matchup of two of the most fun schools I've ever been to,
Oh.
but also schools you would never think that about.
Anything in Arizona, I just think that now.
Northern Arizona's Flagstaff, though, so it's like Boulder. It's like CU if it was never popular.
Oh, Jokic.
Oh, come on. And Eastern Washington, let me tell you, those guys know how to party because there is nothing out there.
Are they the ones who had the big mullet guy?
No.
I'm pretty sure for basketball in the
maybe for
tournament.
basketball.
With the brothers?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They went on a little run.
The
Yeah.
Ewu Eagles.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, Jokic is gonna just foul.
Apparently not.
When someone has the ball, they should not call 3 seconds.
See, that's where Facu messes up.
Yeah,
Like,
why
you've
do
been
that?
getting into it. Fox has been getting into it with you and Rivers. The
It's-
refs are
it's
not
on
going to let him
right
play
now.
physical.
Holy
Like,
shit!
look at this.
Utah beat Air Force 83-56.
30
Okay.
points.
Oh, look up on the women's side, the Mountain West Championship. We got CSU women in it. Let's see how they're doing.
It's live right now. 45 seconds left. They're down by 4. Not looking good.
Okay, Jokic goes out. 4-point
McKenna
game.
Hochschild missed a jumper. UNLV ball.
McKenna.
You know, and she's been good all year. You know, if you want somebody taking the shot, it's McKenna.
People who've listened to the podcast know that we're big McKenna supporters, and that's going to continue even after this.
Want more women's hoops.
Let's go.
I won't divulge what I clicked there.
All right, let's see. Got Fox still in. So same rotation here. Wow, nice
Great.
job. They're still playing Fox this whole quarter, and then he'll sit. Oh, let's go, Bug.
Yeah, that's too.
Oh,
Yeah,
too
let's
great.
go,
That's too
Boogie.
open. That's way too open.
Great job.
Your Nuggets minus a half is cooked, I think.
Yeah, no, that's been cooked. Really, that three after the Facu miss, or after the turnover on the Monte, that was a big swing for me there. We could have gotten it back to, I think it would have been 13. Oh, God, another Jermichael Green illegal screen call. He's another guy. Our bench is full of guys who refs love calling, like little illegal screens, blocks, all kind of things.
Yeah.
You know, Jamaican Boogie. there's been a lot of things of like, hey, they want all the smoke and stuff, but I'm like, don't get teams in the bonus in the fourth quarter. Like here at the end of the third, it's not good to set an illegal screen like that. Tell me we're not challenging that.
And not for Facu.
It's not Facu.
Well,
It's-
don't set that illegal screen for Facu, right? If you're
Well, it was Bryn Forbes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm just like, there's no other action. There's nothing else going on. Like it's early in the shot clock. Like what are we doing? It just doesn't make sense to me. Also, we saw this unit get off to a rocky start, and then they got very successful once they started playing Boogie in the post. They had Forbes on his side. You can't have Facu there, and you have Facu in almost the weak side swing position, so that he would make the extra pass there, because you have fairly good shooters in the other area. Like I said, Jermichael, this game hasn't shot great, but in general, he's been on a better string there. And then obviously, Bryn Forbes is one of the better shooters, just spot up in the NBA and had 8 in the first half. So I think this is where
He had 8, and I still thought he shot poorly. He missed some open looks.
Yeah, he could have more for sure. Now they go and rest Fox. So these are the DiVincenzo, Davion Mitchell minutes. Davion Mitchell is going to get what he did to people at Baylor is exactly what Facu is going to do for this whole minute 28 here. Just in his shorts, pick up the whole way. God, Facu is so little. Like he didn't even get beat to the basket that bad there, but it's like anything beyond like being ahead of them. Oh come on,
Boogie 4.
yeah,
Gotta
and
keep playing him. I mean, there's no need to take him out.
No. He's gonna keep playing.
Oh, don't do him alone. So I'm pulling for the Nuggets, but as a bettor, my hope is that when Jokic comes back in, it's close to a money line bet here for the Nuggets.
Yeah,
Because you think about it, they were favored by 6.5 for the game. You're getting great value if you can get them on an even look.
great job. Yeah, we'll take that. Make him make 7-8 passes for a Davion Mitchell 3 that's contested.
Oh
my god.
Let's just get Boogie in the post.
Right, you don't need him setting a pick at the top of the three-point line.
No, this is a waste.
Boogie wants to pull a 3. Man, we are making their second unit look like they have amazing defense.
It just, this is where
There's no floor leadership.
exactly, and that should be a strength of a veteran, a guy who's played in very big, playoff series in Europe. Facu there, crafty, draws the illegal screen. He knows that they've been hitting the Nuggets on it, and that's what I'm talking about. That's a smart play. You go, hey, you guys are trying to tighten this game up. I'm going to die on this screen here. And he does throw the hip in, but Facu died on it, right?
Unless you accentuate the
motion. It's not, There's just no way.
This will look a lot better when Murray comes back because these are Monte minutes. He
Yeah.
gets a couple minutes here. He's just
For sure.
leading it.
I'm just saying, though, it's just a lack of awareness that has plagued the Nuggets really for some years. It's why they had to come back from 3-1 versus the Jazz and versus the Clippers. It took them 3 games before they were just like, hey, you're going to let us switch off Beverly or Paul George off of Jamal Murray if we just go and set a half-hearted pick with one of our other guards? You'll put Lou Williams on him? Okay. We're going to do that every time. Hey, Zubac is guarding Jokic? Oh, okay, we're probably going to do that. And you're going to bring Harrell in now? Yeah, we're probably going to go with that. Here you have the same matchup, and you saw the success in that second quarter where they actually extended the lead and really started the run that got the Nuggets up to, at points, I think the big lead was 15. But it's, Facu needs to say, hey, we're running this set, get it right over there. Now we're getting Boogie there. I'll throw it to the wing. I'm going to cut away. We're gonna have Forbes and Boogie 2-man.
And it's just we miss Bones.
Yes. But I'm saying like that. If you are, some
Still
of these
close.
Argentinian,
96-49
nice, anybody's game.
in the third quarter.
96-49.
Yeah.
They have less than 50 points at the end of the third quarter.
Yep. Looking at who they have out there, that seems right to me.
I don't know who any of those guys are. I can't believe this is the ESPN game.
Like I said, you've got to be able to flex it for the good
This
of the
is why
league.
people don't like basketball.
Yeah, like this isn't.
This isn't representative.
No. And the thing, too, that's dumb about this is that because it's on ESPN, ESPN is going to have to. Obviously, the lead is going to be the Lakers blowing that game to the Rockets. So you're going to still have your first take from Stephen A. or whoever, right, about the Lakers. But then they're going to have to talk about this game and be like, is Utah, are they back? Are we sleeping on them as a finals contender?
They're
And it's
not
like,
gonna
no.
say that.
I guarantee you, probably someone already has said it at halftime.
It's on ESPN.
Yeah.
So, of course.
So
gonna
they're
make it.
trying to sell it. And instead of just saying, hey, this, like what Charles said, that's a terrible game right there. Those two teams are terrible. Like that's why people like Chuck, because he'll just be honest. But, all right. Nuggets ball.
Nuggets still favored by 5.5. Money line is -300. I think before you see that line move, they're going to have to get tied or down. I like the Nuggets at -2.5.
Wow, they called a legal screen on Boogie.
Maybe -2. I don't know if you'll see that unless they're down.
Boogie now has 5. He could foul out of this game at any moment.
If he does foul out, do they put Jokic in immediately?
I think you have to.
I mean, especially with no Jamike.
Or no, Jeff Green?
Jeff Green, sorry, yeah. Yeah, obviously we have Jermichael Green. He is in the game.
Bull. Just kidding.
How's that
Good job,
not
Doug.
over the back, by the way? Please make that.
Oh, huge for the
Bryn
Nuggets.
Forbes, that's so nice. All right.
That just bought Jokic another minute on the bench.
Great job.
Oh, great
Good job.
pass.
Yep.
5-point run.
Do you have
real
your Falcons
fast.
jersey on tonight, Matt Dietz?
It's underneath there. It's underneath.
It's tatted on my chest.
That-
Always wearing it, Dan.
That was smart.
man.
Oh,
DiVincenzo.
That was so smart. Not going to get
Okay,
fouled for
good.
holding? Great.
Nope, they do.
Okay.
Excellent. So we're gonna the other thing here is these guards without Fox, like there is no one you are scared of. Like Davion Mitchell, we've seen what DiVincenzo is offering, and then Justin Holiday is the third. Like these should be some limited creators out there. So you should be able to really get some stops here.
15 turnovers and they might win the game. That's
Man, yeah, that is brutal from Falco. You can't do that. Like, I'm totally with Facu if it's like a kick out and it's wide open. It's like, hey, if you're out there, you got to do it. But for you to initiate the offense and off of one screen, shoot a 3 on the move, that's unreal. Like, you can't do that. Here we go. We got Boogie. Look at that. Boogie in the post,
foul.
and we get a foul. He misses it.
and one.
Yeah, but the other thing there is now that's 2 fouls. That's something we talked about on the podcast. Boogie can be a really good thing for this team. You put a little sauce on that too.
And no look.
Yeah, he can also be good in terms of when Jokic comes back in. If there's already like 3 team fouls, 4 team fouls, like teams foul Jokic off the ball all the time, and now if he gets to go shoot the free throws, that's a great thing for them. So I really like that. I'm interested to see defensively. Zeke has not looked uncomfortable on any of these guards. This, I think, is the hardest matchup because Mitchell is like pretty quick. Good job, though. Good contest.
Step back 3 off.
Really bad. Oh, thank God for Dante. But yeah, I mean, and their length there, you see it.
Yeah, and a quick close.
That's why Zeke has the front office really excited. We really didn't want to give up on him. There was that story after last season that Tim Conley went and like walked around Denver with him, like talking to him, just like kind of reassuring him, like, hey,
We believe in you.
we believe in you. Like, you have a role on this team, like all that stuff.
Jokic comes in at 7 minutes. When does Monte come back in?
Usually around the same time,
Okay.
I think.
Hey, remember, if we give you a bet and you're in our gambling syndicate, there is a mantra we have. Definitely hit us up whenever you nail that bet. Hit us up on Twitter. Send it in the text.
Yeah, celebrate life's victories, man.
Yeah.
We're on the verge of World War III. We just lived through a pandemic.
Right.
Like, you got
You only live once.
to
son.
celebrate. Yeah.
Only live once.
Wow, great hands, Boogie. Then terrible decision by Jermichael Green.
That's why the Kings are the Kings.
Yeah.
Contested
You
three-pointer.
you definitely want that. You need that to go down. Barnes back in early here, too.
You need that to go down, but that's a panic moment.
What are we doing?
Yeah,
I'm just very confused by what we're... Like, our offense is just running double screens for Bryn Forbes.
I didn't realize how much play calling maybe Bones does. If this is what it looks like without him.
I just don't think that's where I think that Malone has struggled in terms of, it's been well documented that Malone kind of took a lot of the structure out of the offense for the starters to just kind of be like, how the saying in Seattle was, let Russ cook, it's let Jokic cook, right? Like, hey,
Sure.
There's no better offense than just get people to general spots, get Jokic the ball, and good things happen. But I think it was true with Mason Plumlee here, who we talked about earlier, and I think it's true now that it's like you have to almost approach it as two different teams. As it's like the second team, they need the structure of like, hey, this is our identity, this is what we're going to do.
The Nuggets are... we're behind.
Oh, what's the score?
Fox hits this. And a timeout.
Oh, okay. Are we behind score-wise or like
No,
8?
no.
No.
Nuggets are minus 4.5 plus 100 though.
Not there
hasn't come in the game yet.
No.
He's about
43.5 for the Blazers Jazz. Wow. Ooh, I have it 3.5. Nuggets 3.5. Ooh, if I can get it, I'm taking it.
I like the plus 100 though.
Yeah, I don't hate it here. I think that
But
this has been ugly offense. I just don't know if people feel empowered or what, but I'm just like, if that's something that Jamal was genuinely very good at, was beyond his shooting and all of his playmaking and stuff he was good in saying, hey, let's get to this spot right here. Now, a lot of times it was him and Jokic pick and roll was our best play, so he just kind of called his own number without calling his own number necessarily. It could be a pick and roll, dump off or whatever. But this is a stressful time to be a Nuggets fan here.
I got $13 on Nuggets to win by 3.5.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
I'll still be up on the night. I'll have $5 in the account. So it'll be a great night.
Yep.
Starting at like $2.80.
Yep.
But if they nail it, then I'll be at $7.50.
Yeah,
Something like
I like it.
that. Yeah.
Let's get it.
I need some latte assists.
Oh, 1 or 2.
2, right? Because you need him to get to 5.
I need him to get to 5.
Yep.
We'll pull for overtime. JK.
I think if Jokic takes some of those, starts pulling the trigger on some of those 15-footers, the thing is these bigs have been just jumpy. Like, they are committing hard. He's driven by off-pump fakes over and over, so why would he stop doing it? But that's where Monte can get a lot of assists on that
Yeah.
little dump back 15-footer.
You could also throw a couple to Austin Rivers to get over 10 points and then just not score, and it'd be perfect on the night.
Okay?
I will cheer for exactly that.
Yeah, we'll hear that. Man.
He can actually have 2 points. He can't have 3.
You got to win Saturday.
Yep. Saturday is very important.
You
I would
can't go
agree.
0 for 3. Which they could. And they go 0 for 3 there. The division's done.
Yeah. Yeah. But Ryan and I were watching some of that Clippers Warriors. Like, the Warriors won because the Clippers couldn't make any shots,
Yeah.
but I thought that was
Would have
it.
been nice.
Yep.
Oh, and that was Austin, too.
No, yeah, it was Austin. It was a Jokic assist, but
I'm on board just for
Jokic.
Nuggets blowout now, so I don't care who scores. I do care. I care for Ryan.
it's good to care for your friends.
Yeah.
Give him Monte.
This is a bad possession.
Aaron
Like
Gordon
a
from
really
20
bad
feet out.
possession.
What do we got?
A
Stepped out.
really bad
Stepped
possession. And Jokic wanted that back from Rivers. Yeah, I agree with Malone's facial expression right now. Yeah, he stepped out. Monte with the steal.
Oh, somebody on the trail? No.
No.
That bounce?
Yep. The under is looking to be a darn near unstoppable play.
Oh, so
Yeah, he
close.
stepped that bounds with both.
Oh, block?
It's got to be a block.
Foul.
I think he's got 3 now.
Yeah, that would have been his third. They called him for the foul, and he didn't say anything about
I
it.
think
It looked
was
pretty
the
straight up,
second one.
but
I think they're going to give him the block, and then it's the second. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, they already paid me for that over.
How much do you get off that?
25 to win 73.
Holy fuck.
let's go. All right.
That's a value play, Ryan. Oh, you got Rivers open in the
No,
corner,
you
Monte. Not
get
anymore.
the ball to Jokic.
That's fair. All right, Monte.
This is an assist.
God.
That's an assist.
Yeah. I mean, like, if I'm Damian Jones, I'm like, I played the best defense of my life. God.
Big moment. Kings with the lead.
And then we do that. I mean, that's just a wide open corner three. And Jokic was closing, so I don't know how we got switched on that quickly into the shot clock, but that's not good. Oh my gosh. Travel. Yep.
Great, great.
All right. I mean, this is absurd. I think would be the correct term.
Good job.
Monte.
I mean, that's what you need to do, right? Because they're playing so heavy on the drop that it's almost like they're switching.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, there you just get Damian Jones one-on-one with Monte. And there it is. Jokic gets his hands in there.
Straight up.
Yep, good job,
Great.
Yoke.
Push the fast break at the assist, hey.
Assist. God damn it, Monte.
Missed the layup. What'd they call?
They
Goaltending?
called over the back, I think. Oh, it must have been goaltending.
Is he celebrating or upset? He's upset.
Good job by Jokic, just staying straight up.
Ooh, Jokic over the back.
Jokic
You're right.
over the back, yeah.
Bummer.
Monte wanted the foul.
Yeah, which seeing the replay, I agree with him. But I just think like it was very weirdly spaced out in terms of I thought the bounce pass was going to be there for Aaron Gordon off to the side, and then all of a sudden they were kind of on top of each other. So it became a tougher.
26% from 3.
What did we say in the pregame? We said we've shot the ball well 2 nights in a row. We don't often have 3 with this crew. And especially without Bones, who, by the way, Bones is on pace. Obviously, hopefully he gets healthy here soon. But he's on pace to break Jamal Murray's rookie record for most threes in the season. Yeah, he's on pace. It's going to be tight. Like he has to stay consistent, but he does have that opportunity. So that's a cool thing for him his rookie year.
I didn't realize the record was so low.
I mean, you got to think about like really Jamal was the only rookie that's like good at shooting that we've had in the like 3 era. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we talked about Tyler Lydon earlier. Unsurprisingly, he wasn't in the running.
But even Melo, like he played 38 minutes a game.
But
his
Melo
rookie year,
didn't really shoot threes like that.
his rookie
Like,
season.
he was, almost like Dirk in terms of it was that like off on the wing, that ISO, kind of back to the basket, kind of not, like, and that jab step and that 15-footer. That's where he did so much of his damage.
Or the
He did.
fast break the rookie year.
Yeah, that as well.
I dipped my toe back in. Nuggets are -1.5.
Yeah.
I dipped back in. I'll still be even on the night if I nail that. Or if I miss it.
Let's get it.
If I don't get it, excuse me.
That they're re-showing the dunk pass, and that's like just showing the gravity one of Jokic, and then having a shooter in Morris who they didn't want to go way under out there. So it's just so easy to miscommunicate on that, and all of a sudden Lyles gets stuck high and Gordon dives, and it looks really easy, but it's a really hard thing to defend in terms of you have to be super connected. And if you miss by an inch, then Jokic is going to kill you there. And also, I mean, obviously at that point, Jokic had been giving them the business. So that's also a tough thing here.
Do you know who has the tiebreaker between us and Dallas?
I believe Dallas does.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Are you sure?
I think they're 2-1 versus us so far.
All right.
I'm not positive, but
Whew.
man,
Great play out of timeout.
Austin Rivers lost him on a backdoor cut, and he was mad at himself too. Man, we are getting some Zeke Najee run. Devin Reed out of this rotation down the stretch.
Yeah. I didn't think he played terrible.
No, but he was small. And we did see that get exploited. That's how Lyles got a lot of his
Early buckets.
yeah. Was really exploiting those switches.
We cooled Trey Lyles down. We can hang our head on that even if we lose. Oh, Jokic, what a move. Pass up an easy 2 for
Austin.
for 3 there.
Austin's had great looks this game.
Yeah, your bet was right, Ryan. He just hasn't hit.
Yep.
He hasn't been as aggressive as I'd like, though. He's had a couple great drives.
There was a great defensive sequence for Austin there, by the way. That was unreal.
that he stayed that connected
We're
to
getting
Fox.
Jokic 3.
Oh, he thought about it.
33-17.
Please.
Yes!
There we go.
Let's go, Rue.
Monte assist. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Ideal.
We need one more of those. We'll call it a day.
I think this series
Offensive?
is 2.
Yep.
Oh, let's go. Sorry.
These
that's
refs are feeling March Madness because they are loving these charge calls and illegal screens. They're like, how can we slow this game down and make it harder to watch as a spectator? There we go. All right.
Let's go down here and get
Big
a little
possession
bucket.
here. That is something, by the way, that I think that
Yeah, great. Remember, this play works. Oh, dang.
that is something, by the way, that the Nuggets guards, Jamal Murray did it very well, but they need to get credit for. Like, that's Austin Rivers going and setting a really hard pick on Jones there. So,
Oh, nice. Monte.
there it is. Good. All right, 4-point game here.
No one scored the rest of the way.
Little timeout.
Good deal.
Take a look. Pissaroogie. I think Nuggets starting to get in their rhythm here. I think you almost have to take Najee out, though. He's been out for a long time. He can't have wind to finish this game.
Put Jermichael Green back in.
If you want size, you have to. I think. I don't think there's a choice there. All right, Dan, let's rate your confidence right now. The Nuggets are winning this game on a scale out of 10. Just money line. The Nuggets are winning. How confident are you?
7.
7. All right, Ryan.
10.
I'm at a 9. Yeah, I think we've calmed it down. I think Malone saw that they were just scoring, exploiting our size there, and man, that inbounds play is hard to guard. It's Jokic facing up and then dribble handoff. That's tough. Tough to deal with.
Looks like Portland's going to cover the spread, boys. It's in the 40s. Got to back down to 30. Love it.
Playing
Morris.
some defense, too. Don't sleep on them, man. They can come back.
Yeah.
There's 5 minutes left. You get it to 10 by 5 minutes.
That's something.
Yeah.
All right. If you can get a big stop here, if you can get it,
Big stop here. Drain a 3. Another stop. Another 3.
that would be lovely.
That'd be ideal.
Almost lost it. Oh,
All right.
man.
Hitting
Gordon.
open threes.
Gordon really tried there, but he didn't do his work early enough there, and he got caught clean on that screen. That was a bad one. That's 2 really good plays out of the timeout, though, by the Kings.
Yeah.
There's
2 timeouts left. 5 seconds left here.
Yep. Starting to do a nice job here. I think he knows that the double's coming if Jokic goes inside.
Sure.
And they've been coming like with a lot of size there too. So he's able to play a little bit more aggressive on the jumper.
Gotta move quick, Yoke.
Oh, Jokic knew he missed that one.
All right. Oh, did he?
Great
steal that?
job. What
Nice
hands.
work. Want them up. If you took us the -3.5 with us, you want the Nuggets up by 3 when they have to start fouling.
Right.
1 possession game's not ideal.
Oh,
Good board. You can pull it. Nice work.
Yes.
Strong hands. I thought that went in. Oh, go to
good
Jokic.
board, Jokic.
Foul.
And 1.
Oh, did they call that?
Yep.
Let's go.
They didn't call the first
Huge
3
play.
and called the 4th one, which hurts him.
Here comes Devin.
Oh,
Okay, we are going to go back. Devon, sorry. We are going to go back small here, which is interesting.
Yeah. Yep. Maybe for the
Jokic just was like, you have no help inside. Like, he's like, hey, there's not the three guys that have been sitting there. You're cooked. Remember the second quarter? Me too.
And the first, perhaps. Let's go. All right, 4 points.
4-point game.
Stop would be
Stop
huge.
is so big here.
You put the pressure on with a stop.
Yeah.
36 and 18.
Pretty good.
Let's go.
Nice.
Give Monte an assist here. Give
Yep.
Monte-
Let's just get.
Monte assist to Austin? Or does Austin have his 10?
No. Monte hit his over, so that's toast anyways.
Uh-oh.
Give it up.
Oof,
Great job. And one.
huge. Okay. And one. Oh, damn.
Yep.
It took me a sec for that to
No,
register.
he that's what I'm saying. Monte, he has adjusted to how they're playing there,
He should have passed this.
and he.
He could have had Jokic,
I'm
that's
not
true.
kidding.
I just think that the hands are all going towards Jokic.
I don't give a fuck.
I mean, we've seen the turnovers, so I care. I want you to be
assist.
aggressive. I agree overall. I'm just saying.
I bet on it, so what the fuck are you
I-
arguing with me about?
Because you're
Cheering
saying
for me.
genuinely, as in like it was good basketball play to pass it. I think he made the right basketball play by shooting. For your bet, yes, I want him to pass
I
it
don't
every
give
time.
a fuck about the good basketball.
This game is still close, or was before
Yeah.
that.
I
I'm
don't
happy
give
he
a
scored.
fuck. I don't care.
I'm happy he scored.
Yes.
There's a minute and a half left. I have -3.5 too. I want him to score too, but I also
Great.
have 4.5 assists, so I want both.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And
It also
does not
feels
help my
like
bet.
no, but it also feels like if the Kings miss here, that the defensive wheels might come off, and you might just get a free Monte like kick, and they just don't pick up in transition. Now, Austin has missed a lot of wide open ones. Devin Reed too. So. I love that there's an assistant coach who spent that whole huddle literally just listening to DeMarcus Cousins complain about the officials and just like laughing with him, and like that was his job.
Yeah.
Was just to be like, yeah, man, that is ridiculous. Man, these
But,
refs do suck. Yeah, like it's just like he's assigned to that. Like they're like, hey, man, I bet Boogie is also pretty funny on the bench. Like once he's not like mad, I bet he says some pretty funny things because he seems like a genuinely funny guy.
I think he'd be funny when he's mad, as long as he's not mad at you.
Yeah. Also, Boogie, the only thing on his Twitter that he promotes is the Boogie Comedy Slam. And he got the whole Warriors team to go to it when he was in Golden State. So I hope that Jokic attends the Boogie Comedy Slam here in Denver. And we get video of that.
Oh
Get the
my
board.
Yep, there we go. Can't foul now,
Get
right?
it back.
They're going to foul?
Get it back to Monte. Hey,
No.
all right. You got your chance here, Ryan.
All right, pick and roll.
Big man. Oh, let's go.
Oh, Austin, Austin.
You've had your chances, man. He's made good passes,
Yep.
open shots. Fuck off.
Yeah, Jokic. That was a really dumb foul.
Oh, he fouled him?
Mm-hmm.
I was feeling so confident.
That was very dumb. The only good thing for you here is potentially
For us.
they foul.
Early.
Is potentially, right?
That's 40 seconds.
Because
They
you're
don't
going to
have
cut it to 4. No, they don't have to. But I'm saying if you let this shot clock go and you score with 4 seconds left on the shot clock, the game is cooked, basically.
Yeah.
Like, at that point. I'm not saying your bet is home free, to be clear, because a garbage time 3 at a 6-point game screws you. But on one of them, you dipped back in at the 1.5, which would be still okay.
A missed free throw would have been good, too.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it back.
But that was a very soft. That was the Mason Plumlee, the half-hearted reach in when you're beat, and they're going to be
Give
able
him the
to.
foul.
Wow, we're just running this Jokic at half court.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Foul on them. Okay. Is he shooting?
I think he's going to get to.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
He's walked. He's walked.
That's
to.
hard.
I mean, that's so
Morris.
stupid. Why would you do that?
And why would you wait?
Oh, he wasn't trying to.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't understand these bigs. When Jokic busts their ass, they take it so personally that they will go and you'll see people just fouling him with his back to the basket as we're trying to enter it to him at the 3-point line.
Yeah.
And you'll see Rudy Gobert picking up fouls. And you're like, okay, man.
What's he gonna do from
Yeah.
7 feet out?
Right,
10 feet
at
out?
least if you're halfway confident in your abilities,
Let's go.
shouldn't you at least feel good about guarding him from out there?
Yeah. He's not blowing by anybody.
Right.
That's not his skill set. Just give away 2 fucking points.
Yep. All right. Monte, you got a foul here.
Yeah.
They just give it. Give it to Jokic, please.
Right. No.
I'm not super confident in Aaron Gordon shooting these. I don't know what is Aaron Gordon's free throw percentage.
I would guess 70.
Yeah, I would think that as well.
It's not great, but it's not so bad where you're pulling him. At least 1 for 2, Aaron.
72.9.
Oof. All right.
He looked very confident when he got fouled. Obviously, if you don't want to shoot those free throws, Ben Simmons style, he could have hot potatoed that to Rivers, and he was like, "No, Austin, I've seen you
Just not
shooting
trying
tonight."
to get open.
Yeah, he's like, "I've seen you shoot tonight. It's fine."
There you
Ooh,
go.
big.
Great.
Actually, if he would have missed, that would have been great because Jokic was right there.
Yeah.
That would have been.
Okay. Make him pick up the goddamn ball. Don't give up a 3.
Miles.
Oh, great.
Assist. Oh no, Monte! You idiot!
If they give up a garbage time 3 here, I'll punch myself in the dick.
Well, I'll punch you in the dick for making me do it.
I'm kind of going for that now.
Just Dan, make sure you end the stream right after it happens. Just as soon as it. Yeah, just end the video. Yeah.
There was no need for that. You could have just held the goddamn, or you could have thrown a good pass and got him to assist.
Yeah. I vote for the second one.
Yeah.
I think the idea was just fine. Also, though, that's another thing that I've often said about other bigs, but it even highlights it there. Monte is an above-average NBA point guard, and he just missed on a baseball pass. And Jokic will be turning around, throwing it basically no look, and just put it in people's breadbasket. It just highlights how amazing that is.
Yeah.
How often do you see guys just miss those throws? It happens fairly often. Just those long baseball passes.
Didn't he do that in the All-Star game a couple times?
This year, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Utah.
In the All-Star game, it's really ideal for Jokic because that way he doesn't have to go down at the other end of the court. he's like, nice, conserve energy, baby. Me and Luca were drinking all night last night. I had no idea that Wancho was on Utah now.
He must have got traded there at the deadline, right?
It had to be in something because the Celtics, he was on the Celtics.
Oof, he's had a couple quick turnarounds. All right, yeah, no threes. They have no timeouts. Great.
You gonna watch that Wancho movie?
Yes, of course I'm going to watch Wancho. No way.
You.
Yes.
Let's go. Ah, yeah, give it to me.
Let's go, Nuggets.
You hit your goddamn back.
Oh, all right. That's been the stream.
All right, time to
Thank you
host.
for joining us. We hope you won all your bets too.
you're
The
following
hot
the pod.
streak continues, baby.
If you're following the pod,
That's right. The under also hit by a bunch. We talked about that, and the Nuggets not shooting well. So Nuggets back in action tomorrow. We'll be at Ball Arena. So come say hi. And great to see you guys. Let's go Russell Wilson. Boo the Rockies. Avs, I think they're just bored at the end of the regular season. And go Nuggets.
Go Nuggets. When I am in you and you are in me, we are one.
We are one.
Mm-hmm.
Namaste, dude.
Namaste. Send it something else to post to the Twitter.
All right, end it.